Isn't that right? Didn't have to do it, but it done it again. And here we be. Isn't that right? This is by the order of Mr. Yahuah. Isn't that right? When they told, when Daniel interpreted the Kalamut, the dream for Nebuchadnezzar, when he told him he saw a Kadash one from Shamayim, so he came down and said, hewn down the ox. Told him to cut it down and leave the stump. When he told him what was home, when he finally told him what the interpretation of the Kalamut was, he said, and this decree, that was from Mr. Yahuah. Isn't that right? Let him know you coming down. That's why when you do this thing, you out here walking, you living every day, you want to make sure you walking in a certain order. You don't ever want Mr. Yahuah to come along and holler, hewn down the ox. Isn't that right? And mess around and tell me, don't leave the stump. Isn't that right? Now, he told, when Yuchanan jumped on the scene in the 3rd chapter book of Yahuah, he said, now also the axe is laid to the root of the ox. So we're going a little bit deeper. Isn't that right? Going a little bit deeper. We're going to lay it to the root. So we're going to try to make sure we get right, make sure we get understanding, make sure we be fit and ready when the soon coming Malak come on the scene. So here we are again, another week. Well, I'm sorry, another, it's Shabuah for week, but another Shabbat. And time for us to look at where we at on our roles, time to go back through our script, see exactly what he prescribed and where we at. That's the whole purpose when we come to sit down and know. And once we know, that's how we operate. That's what we move according to. Yes, if you hadn't been doing it, that's something you need to start considering doing, making sure you're fulfilling your role. Isn't that right? Sometimes people tell you the role of a mother, a role of a wife, a role of a man, a role of a father. So they say, I be scripted. If it's a role, then what my script at? So we go through and we try to read and try to see what the script tells us, so we make sure we get it right. For those that are looking for Alam Kai, eternal life, it's very important to us to make sure we know what the script say. That's right. Isn't that right? That's right? These are the people that he's saying he's looking to grant something to them, people that operate according to the script. People that don't follow the mandates and people that don't follow the script and can't perform the script, he don't have nothing for you that involve no Alam Kai, no everlasting life. He don't have it. Isn't that right? It's just not there. The skid ain't there. Somebody says, I got something I want to do. I ain't do it. And get through, we can't use it. It's not in the script. Isn't that right? So you can do it, but it just won't get you where you're going to have an inheritance. That's the purpose of why we do it, too. For movie stars and actors, they do it because they're looking to get a reward. They're looking to be crowned or given something, an accolade, an Emmy, an Oscar. That's why they do a lot of movies. Certain roles, originally, actors will come in and they'll act for money. Then later they start looking at things that land them bigger roles and higher pay rates. Like when you get an Emmy, that's the top of what they call it. They get that Oscar, that's it. When you get that man sitting up there fluted up like that on him, yeah, that's it. You can name your own pay. When you top role, they're gonna give you that. You've been acknowledged by all your fellow peers and all the directors. So that's what a lot of times you start off for the money. Then you start looking at what make you golden. It's just like for football or basketball. You win a championship, you can get picked up. Because they look at, you're a winner, you played with winners. You understand what it takes to be a winner. So we want you over anybody else. That's like when they come out from college. You come out from a college, well, are we adjusting my mind? Is that just me or are we doing adjustment? But when you come out from college, you come out from somewhere, and they bowl games and championship, listen, you walking in it. They looking at it. They said, these are the type of people we're trying to bring in, because they start looking at a system. You start understanding what it takes to be a winner. It's a system. People look at, it's just time and chance. They looked up. You might have unfortunate on somebody else's end that lands in your hand and wind up being a victory, but you train to get there. That's your goal. Learning how to hit somebody and cause a fumble. And again, your defense. You know what I'm saying? We need a fumble. You know what I'm saying? You got me. That's what I train to do. My training make get that ball out your hand. Just count on you one time to be slipping. Let somebody grab the other, you ain't paying attention. Just come through and just lead, hit it with the helmet. You can't hold that ball, you hit it with the helmet. Tell that helmet hit that ball, you done. That thing hit it and catch that funny bone right there. That hand do the number right here. They don't know, if people train for that, they know what they're doing. I ain't gonna fight y'all, they learn to hit you right here, that funny bone hit. Listen, your hand do the number right here. That's it. You know, they be looking at you, I don't care what happened, you're supposed to protect that ball. But if somebody else learn how to learn nerve and points and realize, I know how to make you get that ball up. Y'all know that? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what you're looking at. So now we're here because we're trying to make sure we don't wind up giving up. Y'all understand that? Your adversary know that. Why they gonna keep fighting with you? You learn nerves, you learn certain trigger points to make people give up, make them stop. A lot of people waste a lot of time fighting. They trying to see for power. It ain't all about power, it's learning points. Points of attack will do a whole lot more than you will with power. You'll waste a lot of strength. Somebody a lot less stronger than you can beat you out for the fact they learn points. They learn target points. And what happens when you sitting around here and you trying to fight Satan, you doing some stuff you don't realize, he learned trigger points. And that's gonna beat you every time. You know, y'all all right? Yes, sir. I'm just telling y'all why y'all lose. Why you lose, because the way you practice, you ain't practicing to be no winner. You got to stay around people that practice and that have experience on winning. I'm not going to pick a whole bunch of team of losers. I mean, we to play basketball, man. Somebody get through a team, get through losing. Give me all of them. You start looking at. You know what you start looking at? I got to pick up 4 men, and 5 of them just lost. You start looking for who screwed this up. Who is that? It don't matter who play. You got people do that. You say, that nigga, they crazy. I ain't gonna play with them. Just be like, man, especially them pick somebody you feel like they lost. You like, man, pick somebody else. I ain't gonna play. And why you don't want to play? You don't want to cut the shit. He the reason why we lost. You just picked him back up. How many of y'all done seen stuff? Some people don't get. They be like, man, I just want to play. I don't play with people like that. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, man. It ain't about winning, about having fun. Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, go ahead. I ain't got no time to be having fun out there, man. I have fun winning. Yeah, that's just, you know what I'm saying, have fun. Yeah, let me, yeah, I'm better than this. I don't play with nobody like you. Yeah, I don't play with them. Why you don't want to play? Don't worry about it. If you say something out of your mouth, don't worry about it. When you go out there to play, listen, it's always the win. That's the whole time you come out and be like, oh, I don't care about winning. I just want to have fun. Yeah, pick somebody else. I don't play. We're going to waste a lot. I mean, you be throwing shit everywhere. You just be doing stuff. It's going to be a disaster. Get little kids. Listen, kids. Don't worry about winning. Just go ahead and have fun. That means all these kids losers. Get rid of the whole team. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Start telling the game don't make you. Listen, they ain't got nothing to do. Listen, let's go out here and win. We ain't talking about how you made. We'll talk about that later. Let's go out here and try to win. That's the goal. We know someone got to lose, but your goal is to go out here and win. Y'all out here every day. So let me ask y'all a question. Now you're thinking about it. You got to look at it just like game day. Every day you go out, this is a bowl game. Those are the most important games. You tell your team, listen, all the practicing, all of the game we played, what to get here. All that don't matter. That's everything we did was to get here. So every day y'all go out with y'all play, that's a bowl game. Bowl game, you give it everything you got. That's a bowl game, you can't go down. You hurt, you got to get up. Listen, I'm going to go home. You know, listen, man, listen. I'm going to go, either way it's going to be hurt. I might well go home a winner. It don't make sense to sit here and come here and then we lose. We came all the way here, let's win this thing. That's how y'all got to go out here every day. So let me ask y'all a question. What you think Satan doing? Trying to win. He's trying to win. So how you practice him? What's your plan of attack? I mean, just kind of keep going, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing it. Doing what? All right, and then you got to start looking at, just like with football, certain positions are considered to be skill positions. Some positions really not as skilled, not as demanding, doesn't require as much technique as some. I mean, some is to block. It's a technique to block and all, but it's a difference when you running routes. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference when you throwing a ball. You know what I'm saying? Versus just blocking. All these are, positions you need, but there are some positions that are just skill positions. You just don't give anybody. Anybody can't just jump up and just do it. It's a skill position. Hello? What we're doing here, it takes a skill. It's a skill. Let me say, get the Ruach HaKodesh and go out there and fight. Why Dawood want to train them how to use a bow? And you got the Ruach HaKodesh, what you need some training for? You the armor Elohim. Why somebody got to train you? Why he gonna tell them to teach them how to use the bow? That's gotta be skill. It's a skill to it. You're out here fighting people that's defeating you. So you need to be properly trained. This is why a lot of times people don't make it. This is why a lot of times people look at it's not that pressure, don't matter. Listen, whenever y'all doing this, everything matters. Yeah. Everything matters. Every fight is important. Every move has to be calculated. You have to constantly think yourself and walk through it. Sometimes people don't know you have practice. You have what they call walkthroughs. Let's just walk through it. That's all. Sometimes you run through it. Let's go through. You try to get it to become second nature. So when you look at, what do we talk about the definition of nature was? Who remember? I'm saying, determine, that's what nature does. It determines to do. If you put a seed in the ground, if the soil is rich, vibrant, if it gets enough sunlight, enough rain, nature determines it grows. Unless the seed is a dud. Otherwise, nature determines it. Nature determines it. Y'all know that? So now, certain behaviors you got, it becomes almost like a nature. It's just a natural course, you know what I'm saying, to be expected. So now you're trying to train yourself till it becomes almost like nature. Y'all got it? That's how we want to be. We want to be natural. Oh, well, I won't just use nature. We'll look at becoming natural. Y'all got it? Natural. Isn't that right? Natural. That's how we want to be. Naturally, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? Hello? Yes, oh no, they look like, oh no. Y'all all right? It gotta make sense you're gonna do it. What you gonna, to me, I always gotta correlate to something. It's gotta make sense. What do you look at? What do you do? What do you know? So we try to compare it to what you know, what you do, so then it makes more sense and you have more of a probability of understanding it so you can become victorious instead of victimized. Most of us are victimized. We're victims. Religion will victimize you. They're not properly used, not properly examined, and rightly divided. Religion can be one of the most dangerous things in the world. Religion worse than this. They talking about people getting rid of all these guns. Hell, pack up them religions. Yeah. Religions are killing people. They got a religion or no religion. That's a religion. Yeah, I don't do religion. You know what I'm saying? That's a religion in itself. Yeah, all the religion is a practice. They so down there, man, ain't a part of no religion. I don't do no. That's a religion. Ain't never going nowhere. I ain't listening to nobody. It's a religion. Your religion, Joe, you gonna wash your hand after you get through playing that limp. I had this consciousness about me. Y'all be hand in your mouth. Y'all gotta go wash it because shit gonna rub somewhere. You know this story here? Where it going? When I do it, where they going? I'm gonna get this hand, I'm gonna hold this hand right here the whole service. Then when I get through, I'm gonna take it and go wash it. That hand gonna start moving around, vibrating. That damn thing gonna kick over one of them pews like that here. Then they gonna rub down that pew like that and get dry. And somebody gonna come sit one of them pews and lay back like this. Their neck gonna break out. And nobody gonna know what happened. I'm over here dumping oil on there, study praying. Ain't working. Dump so much oil on that thing, I do is just rub some flour around their neck and put them in a pan. I done seen, I used to do that years ago. I ain't gonna lie, I used to do that. How many of y'all do it? Don't tell I used to do that. You get a bulletin. It's for, you just need to rub it somewhere. Get rid of it. I used to do that. I ain't gonna lie, I used to. It's been like way, probably a week. That's been way back. How many of y'all used to do that? How many of y'all you not had yet apprehended? Y'all understand that. Thank you, Brandon, for being honest. He said not yet. I mean, sometimes that booger will wind up somewhere else. Somebody sat there telling me, man, look at that little piece of wood on him. And you be, on that pew, whenever you look on the back of a pew, and you see a little object stick up, and it kind of point almost like a triangle, that's not no piece of wood. Leave it alone. Man, let me tell you, man, ain't nobody got more boogers on their stuff than churches. Mosque and synagogue? These things nothing but booger havens. Now we clean these though. We got a Mexican come and clean them. Don't mess. He said everyone he clean, he do this and he said he put one back. Ain't that right? No, don't. When you take a booger, don't put one back. I don't know what it is. It's a fascination about looking at boogers. How many of y'all, all right, don't even look, throw it in. How many? You need to assess what went in there. Hold on for a minute. Hold on, right. You don't never look in that napkin. Spring. He said springtime. So let me get this straight. Hold on. And then he get a calendar. Next month. He said he don't look at the springtime. Rod, we want to believe you, Rod. Because it was honest. How many, it came, he had a time of that. So let me say, so between what they call months, we know it's yaras. Between what yaras you don't look in the tissue? Spring. When you determine spring to say, this is spring? Nah, they ain't gonna look at it. Between February and May. So that's still winter. So February to May, trees start blooming. So June the 1st, after June, around June, on through. Then February 1st. That's all we need to know. Now, it ain't no saying, but we're gonna be watching you from February. If you go to the bathroom and blow your nose, we got somebody ever say about it. And if you walk in a stall, somebody gonna lay on the ground, they're gonna throw some on the ground, lay on the ground, look up there, and try to see if you open that niche. I mean, it'll pressure on now. So just, as long as you remember your timeline, you good. But this month you're looking. Next month, looking. On through December, January. February 1st, we bought it. No, we got a time. That's all we want to do. We looking for a timeline. Once we know the timeline, everybody good. How many of y'all you looking at assess your damage year round? Because you need to know. Now, when you dig and you got that green one in there, you're like, oh, yeah, that need to come out now. You got that green when that thing been laying up in that part there. And that thing, you say, oh, that's a good one. Boy, I'm glad I got that thing. Cause that thing will swoop and set to the top of your nose, and your thing is skin that thing. And you say, oh, my goodness. Woo. This thing could have came out of the wrong place, man. You could get fired. It's like one of them sunroofs. It's supposed to go back. That thing, you got to know how to get them things out of there. We'll have booger lesson 101. Once we start, nigga, out in volume 9, how to blow boogers and when to look at them. From January to January, look at all boogers. Y'all all right? How you feeling, Jay? All right? Now go back at that lip now. You don't wash your hand. Leave it alone. That lip bothering them. Everybody's out there, a happy cover. That's so beautiful. See y'all sitting there holding hands. Stop it. Me and my wife ain't holding hands. Stop it. I don't know. I'm still mad about that food, too. Man, she paused right in the door. I mean, happy shit. You know, white boy, white are pissed. She walked and handed it to him, got that empty behind that water, got the empty bottle, bought that thing, and said, where the track? Looking for the track. I said, ain't that some shit? Let me do that smile and see. You think that's some shit? I know damn well Smitty would have rolled down the street and blowed the horn. Didn't know out the door, and I had to run out there and dive before it hit the ground. How many of y'all white would have came and brought it to y'all to call? It wouldn't have been no problem. And that's what I thought. I'm glad I ain't by myself. I ain't put, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Ernie. Oh, that's because it's still new. That's all there. Yeah, you got a new back. You can go ahead and do that stuff. Where do your back get like our back? Oh, white, look at this. Don't try. No, good and well she would have drove her. What happened? I know you'd have brought it. I had to check it too. Ain't that right? It been cold a little bit in there. Riley put here. Sarah had the grease in the car, so she refried it, fried so it could be hot, and he liked the grease popping out right after she brought him into him. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. How many of y'all women that be honest, y'all been like, nah, hold on for a minute. Man, you out there, ain't that one of them brothers take you up there and get y'all something? How many of y'all have been like that? 1, Brittany, hold on. So my baby Brittany, the only one. Who else? Oh, my wife said, yeah. I mean, let me say that. Ain't no Kataka you thinking, I know damn well. He right now, you tell me now, one of them jokers with a car can run him over there and get that nigga. I'm gonna be watching that nigga. I'm gonna go, I'm finna be pissed. Now, let me get it straight. Nobody in here think nothing like that. Well, y'all ain't had to come to service now. Y'all ought to be up in the Mount Cool. You can't be sinning. Y'all already in the Mount Cool, right? How many of y'all jumped up, just went on, got it? This ain't no problem, here I come. Raise them hands, I can see y'all. Okay. So y'all gonna be in the line out there behind Hayward. That's tight. Let me see them hands again. I can't believe something in here, bro. I would say if you put your hand down, you the one to start this shit, man. What them hands up? Yeah, that's tight. They shining. So how many of them said, no, I'll be looking at, he probably need to ask one of them brothers to go and get that food. Nobody but just Brett. Thank you, Keisha. That's that honesty. Ain't that right, Smith? That's that honesty. I mean, you be looking at the lie, you say, where you go? No, please, I did not say nobody commit no. That's beautiful. I like that. That's beautiful, though. I seen them walking through the park line shit one time, just holding hands, swinging hands. I said, hell, they do. I'm trying to sell cars. Come on, they happy shit, holding hands. They're swinging hands. What the hell wrong with them? They been around mess up the car business. Isn't that right? Man, I had a fella fell out today down there, flat out, hit the ground. Boom! I was looking out now, I see one of the mechanics. I was looking around, I said, where you going? He said, it been working. The one I looked at, I seen just laid over judge, their face first, laid out. I had to call the ambulance, getting them folks out there, went out there, got him. I said, them ambulance, them side. I said, shit, they messing up business. He said he came in and told John. He said he ran there and told John. He said, John, dedicated diehard. He said, I ran out and told him. Says, Mr. Sutton fell out there on the ground, unconscious, fell out. John said, shit, we got to bleed these brakes. He told me, he said, Mr. Tony, he died. He said, the man looked straight face me. He said, we got to bleed these brakes. I said, shit, he unconscious, passed out. I said, hell, I got him inside. We sitting down there talking to him. I said, what happened? He told me what happened and fell out again. Sitting right there, dropped the wall on the ground. Woo. I said, get up. I said, get up. I'm trying to get up. I said, shit, you can't die in here. I had to close the car light down. I'm like, get your ass up. Isn't that right? Fell out the next time he said, well, I walked down there. He said, I felt something in my leg. And I was like, hey, I said, get up. I said, get up. I said, oh, shit. I'm thinking, you finna fall again. I'm a nigga. I can't have you in here, you dead. They gotta see a white man laid up in here dead like that. And I get the stuttering. Police like, what happened here, boy? Oh, shit. I had to go prop him up down there to that gas station, go there and get one of them cold beers and put your hand. Lean your ass on them gas pumps like that. Now, I can't be around that stuff, man. Mess up my probation. They niggas, you on probation, hell, all niggas off. Y'all didn't know y'all was on probation. Anytime they want to, these white folks get you out of here. Y'all said it was showing that insurrection again on now. FBI releasing more video. Every day on new, shocking video. I warn you that some of it might be hard. Well, I'm looking at this shit saying, so they showing it on, F you, mother blank you. And they throwing poles and shit like that. I'm saying to myself, where that shit gonna come on that you can't, they don't warn me about? I'm just been for black folks. I ain't seen shit. Every video the same shit. I'm like, where's this you hollering? Warning, shocking new video. I'm like, okay, that's the shit make you want to see it. Warning, shocking new video. I'm looking at it, I said, that's the same shit. Yeah. Some of it, we warn you now, some of it will be hard to see, disturbing. Look at that shit. One of the police done pushed, police pushed back. They took a push his ass. Like, I said to myself, they said, look at it, just shocking how they did. I'm like, shit, niggas get more than that. I'm like, what, you got a gun. What the hell you let somebody push on you for? That's crazy in itself. Man, that's crazy. Ain't nowhere in the world. Just see him taking no pussy. That is crazy. But you know what? I'm so tired of that whole thing. That whole thing just disgusting, tiring. And these people going after the FBI now, saying the FBI done staged this. That these people were FBI agents playing. I said, this is the most retarded shit. White people show you. Y'all see how they changed the game for these people? They changed the rules. They changed it. It's going to be hard to convict them people. How you going to convict them with this? Your lawmakers who had to run for their life are defending them. Why did you run for your life?
That's right.
Why did the Secret Service have to come and get the vice president out of the building? Right. If they were just doing a normal day visitation. The fact that they could tell you that show you everything you see and know, they control it.
Yep. That's right.
They convinced themselves. They'll look at it and tell you, normal day.
Normal day.
That's regular. You seeing windows busted out, police getting hit, and I'm yet to find where the Blue Lives Matter folk done came out yet to say nothing against it. Then you know what else is more crazy? They finding more and more police that was a part of whooping other police ass.
That's right.
Retired police.
Yes, sir.
New York City police, Chicago police.
That's right.
Were right here in the middle of this. They were police fighting police.
Yes, sir.
Why did police say, come on, say, when y'all see the police say something, they still talking about Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
They in Portland, Oregon, 50 of them done quit already. They done stepped down from one position. They still there, they stepped down. Because they showed them on video, they done pushed a white woman with a baton. Pushed her, she fell and hit the ground. He walked up to her with a baton and pushed her again in her face. She said, I didn't even know I had been hit. Yeah, she a reporter, so she finna get paid, white woman. Ain't no bruise on her. She finna get paid. They pissed. Now they saying this, listen, they done came out, but they saying this disturbing. They saying this shit right here, what he did right here, said it was excessive over you. You talking about a little baton and she didn't get bleed, she didn't even get arrested and got pushed down. Mind you now, they're in the middle of a riot. You in the way. Listen, disturbing. Listen, he's been indicted. We can't get an indictment when they shoot a nigga now.
That's right.
He pushed a woman. Listen, she didn't bust her head. She didn't break her nose. She wasn't hospitalized. She was on the ground. He pushed again and he walked off. He done. They said, listen, the prosecutor came out and said, we for law. Said, you know what? They said, we got to set examples. The prosecutor said it. Said they finna set an example with this guy. Now, the guy who shot the woman at the Capitol building, the Republicans are calling him to be tried. They want him prosecuted. Hold on for a minute. He killed a white woman. Y'all ain't heard her accolade. She was a veteran.
Yeah.
She was a veteran of the United States, and he shot her. For trespass, for breaking violently into the Capitol building, wanting to kill senators and congressmen and the vice president.
Yep.
Come on, this man at least three consecutive life sentences at minimum. We can't get nobody prosecuted for Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, and these folks sit here and they get, you a criminal.
Yep.
Y'all charged these people on the other end. You had a black man running through, which means, let me tell you what people don't think about. The fact that none of the other officers shot meant that a call came down on the radio to tell them, do not shoot. Dude, let me tell you something. Nobody paying attention. There is no way all of them had the same mind not to shoot them people. They got a call from up top to tell them, do not unholster your weapon, do not shoot. That's why that guy gonna get prosecuted. That's the way you're gonna get him. You're gonna have to get him for disobeying a direct order.
That's right. That's it.
No, y'all ain't noticed nobody had a gun out.
No.
How all these police officers had the same mind, nobody shoot? Unless you had a call that came from the top saying, do not shoot. Ain't no way the hell another police officer knew that shit. Well, I'm a police officer. Why would I not think they're gonna shoot unless I already know they've already been radioed and told, do not unholster your weapons.
Right.
Why y'all think they don't want no investigation? Because when you investigate, you gotta go all the way to the top and you're gonna find out who made the call for these officers not to unholster their weapons.
That's right.
Which means when that person name comes out, that person gonna tell them what lawmaker, what president gave the order for them not to unholster their weapon for any reason.
That's right.
See, this is what I do for a living. Most of y'all wouldn't think about that. Why would you? You don't think that's just strange. You see that many people charging you and nothing tell you to pull your gun out. Do you not see what happened when riot police out there, when people come, they start beating hell out of them?
Yeah.
Why they weren't doing it?
Do it. Do it.
Because you got a call.
Yep.
They're called, and they know if you pull an investigation, somebody gonna give somebody ass up, especially when you start saying, how about this criminal and you finna be prosecuted and you finna go to prison? That ain't hard. All their radios, they record it.
Yes, sir.
You can find out easily who made the call.
Very easy.
That person that made the call ain't going down by themselves.
That's right.
All you think all them fighting to make sure they don't have no investigation? See, they would like for all of us to have the same brain that we just believe what they tell us. Nobody that's stupid. Look at the video. Can we just pull up a video and just see what? Let's just see this. I'm just curious. Let's look at it and let's just see how much sense it made to you. I'm being charged by that many people. They shoot people who touch, who have a cell phone. They shoot people for an air freshener. They shoot people that move. But you don't shoot people that whoop your ass. They're saying, I'm gonna take your gun and shoot you with it. I'm gonna take your baton and beat you with it. And nothing tell me to unholster my gun and shoot you. And that came out your mouth. You in the whole crowd. It's because those people already knew. Somebody already alerted them to let them know they're not going to shoot. They have their orders. There's nowhere in the world they were that comfortable going in that building. I have a pole. I'm swinging. This is a weapon. Nothing. I just have this. You're going to let me hit you with a pole and you got a gun. I'm going to take your gun and shoot you with it. Take your baton and beat you with it. I still want to holster my gun. Unless I got a call from up top. Most of y'all didn't think about this, did you? That show you how much leeway they give white people. Y'all do know out of all them arrested, they only got one white boy they ain't letting out right now. Yep. One white boy. He put him in what, about 400 something arrests? One white boy ain't getting the bun because his last tape came out. The judge was gonna let him out. His last tape came out, his mouth was running too much. The judge ruled, you know what? You're a detriment. You can't be on the street. All them people, you got one white boy you ain't letting out. Let's kill the vice president. We're going to hang the vice president, the Speaker of the House, all the Congress, all the Senate. And you need a bond? We're even having a hearing about letting you out? We got niggas can't get out of jail for crack cocaine.
Come on.
Can't get a bond now.
Yep. Come on.
All these crackers got bond. Listen, stole shit and posted it on eBay.
Yes,
made YouTube videos about it. And we got niggas sitting in jail for crack cocaine that white people bring him and can't get a bond.
Yep.
These are federal charges.
Yes,
Do y'all understand the minimum you can get from the feds is 5 years? The feds they don't have probation. The less you can get from the feds is 5 years. That's for conspiracy. That's not for an actual crime. 5 years. Your ass went into the Capitol, pissed, defecated, stole classified information, destroyed it. You beat over 180 officers were wounded. 180. And you at home, you tell me I can go fight Cunning Police and get a bond and go home tonight. We talking about you went to federal place. We went to on federal property. And you got a bond. Uncle tell you old school. That makes sense to you? Federal property. I'm gonna hang the vice president. And I'm gonna kill the Speaker of the House. And I'm gonna kill all Congress and Senate. And I'm out of bond. And the judge ruled, now mind you, this arrest has interfered with my vacation time. They're laughing. The judge ruled that the bastard is still going on vacation. You're on bond for breaking into a federal facility, destruction of federal property, and a judge ruled you can go on vacation? What make you think I'm coming back? Let's see. Maybe need the police will know this. This is a normal, regular day.
And it will stand in recess until the call of the chair.
We'll pause.
Protesters are in the building.
We
Yeah.
have visual evidence that some protesters have made it inside the Capitol building,
Look who they pushing
around
back.
security, and are gathering around the area where
Yeah.
the Senate was in session.
We were just told that there has been tear gas in the rotunda.
Members of the legislature
Where they guns at? Why nobody got no guns out right
here?
here?
On their gas masks.
Get gas masks that are under our seats.
Senators have been evacuated.
There are gunshots.
Look at the
inside
guns.
the
Look at the police pulling their guns
I think
out.
it's the most shocking failure of security imaginable to place the Congress of the United States at physical risk in an occupied congressional chamber because they weren't prepared to deal with it.
There is a disturbing image at this moment of Capitol Hill police bringing out a victim who is bloodied from the Capitol.
It's a heartbreaking day, and it needs to stop, and the president needs to be the first to help make it stop.
What the hell was law enforcement on Capitol Hill thinking?
Why would he say
not
that?
Having secured the Capitol today.
From the
Former
president,
U.S. Defense
please
Secretary.
support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful.
First of all, are you and your colleagues safe right now?
Yeah, everybody's safe. I don't want to give my location, but I'll tell you this is madness, and anybody that calls themselves a Republican like myself should be very ashamed right now.
Right over here, you can actually see right here, this is a caravan of vehicles from the Metropolitan Police Department. So this is not Capitol Police, this is not National Guard, this is District of Columbia Police. They came in their riot gear and entered the Capitol. We have seen others from the National Guard and other law enforcement agencies. And then in just the last few minutes, we also have seen some snipers.
We are hours into a siege on the Capitol building of the United States of America. And
So they
we
showed
have
them
not
guards at the top, they
seen
hurry up and
the
moved it.
President of the United States.
Portraying them on
Look,
the
I
wall.
can think of no greater failure by a commander-in-chief than to allow this kind of disturbance to continue and not stop it.
Look at how he got his gun.
The Capitol building. They are marching through now.
An improvised explosive device has been found at the Capitol. It did not detonate. The federal agents have it, and it has not harmed anyone. An explosive device has been located at the headquarters of the Republican National Committee. That explosive device was real, was detonated by a bomb squad, and harmed no one.
This has really been pouring gasoline on a fire, and we need to push back on this, not only on the rhetoric, but also on those extremists.
So once they broke and came in, when you pull your gun?
I call on this mob to pull back and allow the work of democracy to go forward. I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath and defend the Constitution and demand an end to this siege.
What has happened today is unprecedented in American history. And when you have violent mobs storming the floor of the House of Representatives and the floor of the United States Senate, and the president's response is to say that he loves those people, it is absolutely counter to the Constitution and counter to the peaceful transition of power and the values on which this republic was built.
And this is much bigger than the individuals, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It is way bigger than that. This is about democracy and our Constitution versus anarchy. We need to stay in session. We need to fulfill our constitutional duty and finish this process and ensure the 306 electoral votes for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are certified.
The Capitol building has been cleared. Now they're working to clear the Capitol grounds. Associated Press now reporting and NBC News reporting that the police have used tear gas and percussion grenades to begin clearing protesters from the U.S. Capitol.
But at this time, something went wrong. I admit that. If I was up there, I deserve to be fired.
was a shooting at the Capitol today, and that in fact the shooting victim has died.
I guess you can call it historical. I would call it disgusting, unacceptable, inexcusable.
This man, Trump, is simply unfit to serve as president, to serve as the commander-in-chief.
The account of Donald Trump will
That's
be
good.
locked for 12 hours following the removal of the tweets.
That's
the
fine.
tweets that Twitter deemed incite violence. If the tweets are
Only
not
reason I had y'all
removed,
look at that, just show y'all. Don't forget, there was a normal, regular day. And they found a bomb and detonated the bomb. This is what white people would tell you to protect the face of white people. They'll show you that you're the most destructive. These people went in here and pissed and defecated. Wasn't no white people killed the reason they were here. White people weren't being shot and raped by black people and other white people. They went here simply because they didn't have their way. Typical white people behavior. When they don't get their way, they can burn, destroy, defecate, raid, run through, and still get all this shit about no curfew. These people were out that same night, listen, celebrating in Washington. How many of y'all didn't know that? See, can you find the video? Listen, they were interviewed. These folks went out to eat. Listen, y'all just heard them say it was a curfew. See if you pull a video. They ass were out eating, bragging about play, and got on buses. Got on plane. Listen, nobody touched these people. All that's, but like, listen, when you saw them come out, when the folks were gone. Right. Because white people don't want to go against white people. They don't want to kill you.
That's right.
We'll look it up and see. They just told, y'all heard them say it was a curfew. We don't see nigga curfew. Can we be out, go out and eat?
No.
Well, we're going to watch it on the wall. Y'all found the video? Oh, okay. While they find it, you can go ahead and sign the let them sign the Cartos Raw while they're getting there too. Come on. It don't make sense to sign this. Let's go down. Hudash Abba, the separated Father, Hadu, which is thanks. All the Tudah unto you for Yahushua, HaMashiach, which is your Son, the Anointed One, the one who ransomed his Kai to redeem us, who gave us recome because of the Berith, you Shabbat to the Abbas, the one that lamed us, which is instructed and taught us to teach us, that we might know you, that we might turn from our Rasha Darak, which are evil ways, and we might turn to you, and we might halak into your dabarim, which is walk into your word. We ask you to search us to see if there be anything that could cause a defect or alter us or change us or cause us to become unsturdy when it comes down to the foundation you planted through the Nabaim and the Shalakims, which are the apostles and the ones of whom they were called prophets. We ask you to transform us into the Benim of Ur, which are the sons of light. We ask you to barak those we commit to you in Palau, that support your Debar and Dabarim, those watching in of an earnest, which is the most serious state of mind of the Lob, which they might know you. Grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, that we might be sealed unto the human redemption. We ask you to barak Shamaim and your Sabut, which is the heights where you dwell in your armies. Barak Jerusalem, the city and the foundation of peace, which is Shalom. We ask you to barak those that had a lob to be here were not able. We yakra upon Yoshem Yahuah Elohim, the Most High, El Al Shaddai, who is Abir, who is powerful and mighty. We ask you to make us ready and fit for your Malkuth. Barak those behind prison walls and bereaved, war-stricken country disease. Those that are married, single, separated, sick, and afflicted, gone astray and taken from us. Recover our young people and our beneath our children, before it's everlasting too late. Being a keeper of those that are here, that we lose none. And as we prepare to move further, we allow, which we ask, that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praises, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, HaMashiach, we allow. Let us all say, Amen. They just told us they had a curfew, didn't they? Yes, sir. We all know what it means when they got a curfew for us, don't they? Yep. You shut down everything. And the only reason I let y'all guys, and I try to get y'all to look at this stuff, so you can, you need to know where you at. Not just from the Ruach perspective. You need to look at where you at from a natural perspective. Because you will assume when you take this teaching, you got to see how prevalent and how does it work for you as a defense when you look at you're in a system of total ignorance, where people will lie and forge and make up things. And they will try to get you to believe it and to buy into their psychosis. So we try to combat all this with intelligence, all right? By filling our minds with understanding. Just let you see where you're at. Is this one the video? See the lady walking down the street? What does a curfew mean? Can you be out on the street when it's a curfew?
I came out here from New York City to fucking turn it up. Where the fuck is Antifa? Meet me on the street. Any one of you motherfuckers.
And that's a curfew?
Today.
How is he out there? Curfew. Is that the police out there with the Trump sign, with the Trump flag and the curfew?
They just gave it a 2-minute warning.
Mind you, you just got through taking over the Capitol building and a bomb was found in there. And you out here with your flag. How you out here?
We don't have to be like the music. It's better than blaming our members. There they go, there they go. Move.
Dude, get out of my shot.
Get out of my shot.
See how the police grabbing him and beating him? Now they need to be fired for this. You see how they got their hands on their gun ready to shoot? That man pull their hand in their pocket, donut crumbs gonna be everywhere. These are supervisors walking in white shirt. Hands in pockets, so he's not a threat. We just found a bomb in the Capitol building. They just got through talking about killing the vice president. Said, you saw they could talk to him calm and keep their hands in their pocket. Man got a bag on, we just found a bomb in this procedure. Walk up and they said, what's going on? Simply the supervisor come here and said, why you sitting here talking to her? Lock his ass up. They show y'all the difference when they handle you. This is stuff our people don't worry about. That's why we behind. He's still on the street.
Lock the doors.
I want to show you something real quick. Give me 30 seconds to blow your mind. Normally a trade.
Blow your mama mind. Y'all can see all these people under arrest. This looks like a hotel, but it's actually a prison. They're being processed.
Okay, so as far as our options go, we watched the video.
That's
Right,
fine.
actually, they had that live the whole time.
Was he about to say something? Did you find something? Don't worry about it now. They had a video, I saw them on the news, and the morning of, they was out eating, getting on bus after they bragging about what they done. No arrest, this curfew shit they telling them folks are out that night drinking. Got up, this, you can cut the lights on, don't worry about it. Really talk about it essentially because our people know, and everybody in law enforcement know better than that. First of all, you just found a bomb inside the Capitol building. So somebody walking with a damn bag, a Trump support and a flag, you got them armed protective pads on with them pockets. I'm stopping your ass and make sure you ain't got nothing. That's right. It's gonna be protocol. You take how you wanna call it. You wanna call it stereotyping, whatever you wanna call it. We just found a damn bomb in the building. Isn't that right? And the person had that bomb, had a backpack or some kind of way of getting it in there. So we're gonna be stopping y'all ass. You got flags y'all in the street, y'all got on backpack. I damn sure ain't walking up with my hands in my pocket. Y'all people just got through hollering out, we're going to kill you with your gun and beat you with your baton. It made absolutely no sense for 3-4 police to walk over and put their hands in their pocket. Made absolutely no damn sense. May say keep your hands out, you can always be ready. And you always tell him, if you don't mind, can you watch how you move? It's easy to stop a lot of that shit. Can you just, if he talking, he doing shit, he moved his bag, you like, listen, I'm gonna need you to stop moving so much. I'm just being honest with you, if you would, can you just sit the bag down while we talk to you? Because I'm trying to observe this bag, I'm trying to observe your movement, see if you're doing something crazy. We just found a damn bomb we just detonated. We didn't find something like a bomb, we found a bomb. And we detonated the bomb, which means one of y'all protesters brought this shit in here with the intent of killing some people, just like you said. So we finna be stereotyping your ass. We profiling your ass right now. A bomb was found. Anybody find that irrational? They do it to Black Lives Matter. Here they grab everybody black. You ain't got on your shirt. The folk, let me see, who else try to be living up? Trump flag, book bag, army fatigues on. F y'all, I'll fight Antifa. Well, he probably ain't nobody. Let's show y'all what kind of system y'all in. You guys are not really taught to think. They'll tell you I'm trying to ruberize you. I'm trying to show you how they disrespect you. Do y'all see how calm they were? These were white shirts. And they all, why were you wasting this much time talking? That's what I thought the supervisor would come. Why are you wasting so much time talking? It's a curfew. He's not supposed to be on the street. That in that. You told him what to do. We just found a damn bomb. These people talking about killing people. We in Black Lives Matter been marching talking about killing. And they can't be on the street. They getting batons across the head. They getting beat, thrown down. You see how they treat you? But you let it happen. We let it happen. Somebody gives them the call to tell them to shoot you now. Somebody they get a call. Listen, these people really not bright like you thinking. They're really not that bright. They get a call. Somebody bags them when they make these calls. When these judgment calls these officers making, somebody's going to bag them. They ain't stupid. They fill out paperwork. They know the hell how this system works. Somebody's going to bag my ass. All right. They know. Well, enough of that. All right, let's go to this. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. I used to waste up a lot of time with that. I left some stuff up here. We use the Beth Mashiach for those that want to follow along and learn. I just try to alert the people about where you're at. It's up to you to do something about it. You as an individual got to make choices and make allegiance with people that's minded to do the same thing. That's how they break us down and take us out. Where you at, this is how white people started. They took a religion, they formulated, and they took over a country. Notice every one of these people that defeated you, they have a religion. Nobody's never beat you that don't have a religion. They have a religion, they have a deity. They sucker you to follow and believe in their deity, then they turn around and use it against you.
Yep.
That's how they get
That's
you
right.
every time. You can't beat me unless you get me to fall and come over to your deity.
That's right.
That's the only way you're gonna beat me. You gotta sell me on Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad. You gotta sell me, and when I go after your God, my he ain't gonna let me fall. Because I turn to worship your deity.
That's right.
Versus if I stay with my Elohim and realize, I know you ain't got nothing.
That's right.
Mine done already told you, he the supreme ruler. There is nobody. If you got one, he's under mine. Why in the hell I'm gonna go serve a subordinate for? Don't worry about it. Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before Nikatab for our Lamed,
To instruct us, to teach us. Listen.
that we through endurance in the comb of the Ketubim might have your call.
We have an expectation. We talked about it before. We wait with an anticipation of something happening. Y'all got it? Shaul taught how we wait the redemption of these creatures. All right, we're waiting for a transformation of them. He taught about how in this, let's pick it up right quick. See if that's 2 Corinthians, I think it is, chapter 5, verse 1. Role play. Remix. All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. All right. Listen.
For we know that if our Arat's bet of this Mashikam were dissolved, we have a building of Elohim, and bet not made with hands, Alam in the Shamayim.
Hold on for a second. One second. For we know that if our tent of the house, which is on the Arats, is torn down, we have a building from Elohim, a Beth, which is not made of hands, and it continues forever in the Shamayim. Continue for us.
Noon.
Tent. The Beth, no, the olive skin. Typically, what you'd have made a tent out of. Have been made out of a hide from an animal. Place to habitate. All right? So we want our tent. It's torn down. It's not made of hands. And it continues in Shamayim. So that's what we're looking for. Something that we can wear and we can take with us that endures longer than the one we had that's broken down. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Well, something, I guess, somewhat similar. Let's see. Pick up 3, 7, Barashit. Let's see. Let me see something. Short way. I'm trying to think for a second. Barashit. 3 and 7. All right, let's see. Small correlation, but we'll look. Let's see. Listen.
And the of them both were opened, and they knew that they were Ara, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Loin coverings. Go ahead.
And they shama the voice of Yahuah Elohim, Malak and the Gun and the Ku of the Yum. And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuah Elohim amongst the ots of the Gun.
In the middle. Go ahead.
And Yahuah Elohim Kara unto Adam and said unto him,
Yakra. Yakra for call. We say Kara is short, but he's running Yakra because he called. Still called. Go ahead. He called to Adam.
And said unto him, Where art thou?
Where are you?
And he said, I shama thy voice in the gun, and I was Yara, because I was Ara, and I hid myself.
That's right. And what did he ask him?
And he said, Who told thee that thou wast Ara? Hast thou eaten of the ots, whereof I amar thee that thou shouldest not eat?
He asked him, have you eaten it? Let's jump over to verse 20. 20 of the same book. Listen.
And Adam, Yakra, his Ashah, Shem, Ka'ua, because she was the aim of all Kai.
I think her name is Life Giver. So see how her name fit what she did? Everybody stemmed out from that point from her. So her name made sense. She was a life giver. Y'all got it? So what do we learn with Yahushua? Let's hold what you got 1 second. Pick up, hold on, let's see something. Hold on. Now the Ish, Adam, we put the man Adam, he Yakra, the Shem of his Ashah, Isha. We use Ashah, lady's wife, Isha. They put the U for his Ka'ua. Why would he name her Ka'ua? Because she was the aim of all the living. Y'all see that? So that's how we know her name was, she was a life giver. Okay? See if that's the book of Yahuah, they call it John, chapter 10, verse 16. Let me see something I'm trying to think. Oh. 10, 15, this is what I want. All right, let's see. Make it 11. Is it 15 now? 11. Back him up to 9. So I read on stop. No. Down. 15. See if it's 15, 16. 15, 14. No. 15, 16. Let me see. Too far. No. Go back up some. 15. 15. What is that? Hold on. No. 14. No. That would be 11. 12. Stroll up. Go back. Stroll down. I'm sorry, other way. Hold on. No. What do you think of 15 and 4 says? So tell him the thief coming but to steal. 10 and 10. I was at 10. I don't know, why was I thinking 15? I didn't go back up far enough. What did I go up to, 14?
Let me tell you that.
10 and 10, give me 10 and 9. Listen.
I am the dollar. By me, if any ish,
Go ahead.
if any ish enter in, he shall be Yasha, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
Y'all pay attention to that? Y'all hear that? He said he was the dog. If anyone enters by me, he shall be Yasha. And when he goes in or when he comes out, he shall find pastures, grazing. He's going to find somewhere to graze. Typically, pastures are protection. That's why you put animals in a pasture so they can be protected with and you give grazing. Y'all got it? All right, listen.
The thief cometh
what?
not,
Go ahead.
but for to steal and to kill
Well, he
and to
said,
destroy.
actually, let me say, you said to come, so it doesn't really tell us kind of where is he coming. We think it's just into the rise. I think it's broken down a lot more simple here for us, because we talk about if a person enter in by him, he'll find pastors. All right, coming in. Now he's telling us that the thief does not enter except to steal. So we're talking about, he just talked about you coming into pastures, grazing. So tell you what the thief come in, but to steal, to do what?
To
Move,
kill,
and
to destroy.
so what about you?
I am come that they might have Kai, and that they might have it more abundantly.
More sufficiency, with fullness of their sufficiency. So we're looking at being more abundant. So he's giving you more of it, just like with Yahuah. We're talking her being more bountiful because she was a life giver. So we were actually looking at Yahuah. So what was the purpose of Yahuah coming? To give Kai. So he just told you that. So what was he telling you? So that was his role at that point. He didn't understand what the purpose was. Then he just told you about the thief come. So why did Satan come in the garden? That's right. So guess what was in the garden? It was pastures. It was grazing. So why did he enter in the garden? That's the only reason he came. I came to tear it up. Although some was set up as a provision for protection, he said the only purpose he came was to destroy it. He said my purpose to come so I can give it more abundantly. So I had to work just like Yahuah. So for them, they would have to look at this Dagon. We read and we listened to these. Basically how they been told, it was just based on stories. Versus looking at these are ritual practices. These are things they understood. Who do you put in pastors? Something that you're looking to keep, guard, and protect. You got it? That was the person when he put them in Jerusalem. Guess what he put around them? Oh, that's right, pastors. He would put somewhere around to protect. So he would let you know the only way a person will come in and do you any too, if they're coming in, they'll come in through me, because I'm the door. I know what to let in. That's why he said if you climb up some other way,
thief for the rob.
That's what they were looking at when it came to other people. They caught you trying to scale the wall. You were trying to enter in another way.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Y'all saw when those people went to the Capitol building. They tried to come in by the door, but was it lawful? That's what we say. But I came in through the door. But see, we could clearly see it wasn't a lawful entry.
Right.
You saw people come in through the window. And this was a normal day. You're a thief. Then they steal. What did they do when they came in there? Stole, destroyed.
They killed.
What did he tell you they do? And where did they do it? Outside?
Inside.
They came inside to do it. That's what he tried to tell you when people try to come in among you, that all these people not coming in for your tool. So you got to start bringing down where it's practical. Because you out here in the world looking and trying to count these people. No, he's trying to tell you about people trying to enter into your circle. You know, when people say that, we want to keep our circle tight and small. What's the purpose of it being a circle? Similar to a gate. Protection. You see that? See, when you don't start thinking like that, all you read is a bunch of fairy tales. The thief coming where? Satan came into where they were. He came into their door. He let you know he will enter right into your circle. He'll come in right where you feed. What? A pastor is where you feed. So amazing. How did he come to her? During feeding time. He came to catch her while she was eating. People fed you up for the kill. They got animals, you feed them to fed them up for the kill.
That's right.
That's all they did was fatten them up for the kill.
Mm.
Okay. See, this is our problem, why you constantly are being defeated because of how you think. You have to read and you have to be more objective. It's got to make sense for you. There has to be a real logic behind it. Because you're just looking out everywhere in the whole world. You got to learn how to condense your areas and where you go. Some people here, y'all too free. You're too free to go too many places, do too much stuff. I don't go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
I don't go everywhere. Listen, you talking to the wrong person. I don't go everywhere. I got to be comfortable.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I ain't comfortable everywhere. I ain't go anywhere. Yeah, I can, but everywhere ain't good for me.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear me? Even Yahuah didn't go. Wait, he told Charlotte King. Y'all go where y'all want to go. No, he told them joker, he said, any city of Shamram, he said, don't enter in it. He let them know, you don't need to be everywhere. Huh? Mm-hmm. He let them know, don't go everywhere. These people come along, they everywhere, riding around, taking pictures everywhere with everybody, hugging up for everywhere. I don't go everywhere.
That's
I
right.
don't go with everybody.
That's right.
I know, I'm funny like that. People tell they want to. I go to where I'm familiar and people familiar with me.
That's right.
So I can catch someone that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
You know that? Well, you don't know when something out of the ordinary, you just everywhere.
That's right.
So you don't know custom. You don't know ritual. You don't know tradition with things. You don't know when something overtake it because you just everywhere. And you go, you happy ass.
Mm.
I don't go everywhere skinning and grinning.
That's right.
Half of us, why you look so mean? What the hell you looking at me for?
That's right. That's
What
right.
you doing trying to examine me? When you don't know me, I don't know you. I wasn't looking at you.
That's right.
Sometimes folks say because they were thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
They want to try to see if I can get you to alarm them down and tell me, oh no, I ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody. Good. I run my scheme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't walk up to them. I don't know you. Tell me, hey, you look mean, like you got something on your mind.
Right.
I do. Matter of fact, I got in my mind, what the hell you in my face talking to me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to navigate. Let me tell you something. You don't make 50-something years, 60, 70, 80 years out here, and everybody face everywhere. You learn to condense where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all being honest, like y'all be everywhere. Come on, go in. I don't know nothing about it.
That's right.
I didn't know something about it before I go there.
Mm-hmm.
There's other places you go, you didn't know about it. You had to go there and learn about it. That's why I don't go back to everywhere I went before.
That's right.
I said, man, I'm real basic. My wife tell me last time, she want to make something new. I said, shit, you try to stuff on somebody else. Ain't your monkey. I like to keep everything. You get a certain age, you realize, shit, I done kind of got a science down to this. I've been living pretty decent. When I say living, I done made some pretty good numbers. I wasn't supposed to make. And you don't get them numbers by happy assing everywhere you go.
That's right.
You start condensing your place. You start condensing your circle of people you even deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that right? I'm for longevity.
That's right.
I ain't trying to cut stuff. But listen, sometimes when people just bound, some people just gotta say that, you know, me and you going two different ways. Do something different. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to stay around. I ain't trying to die. And I'm not trying to. Even the book said, "Watch as you move before time."
That's right.
Now, if he told me I can move before time, what they tell me? That I can let them. Why he gonna tell me to Shama, my Abba, and my Aim, my father and my mother, that it might be well with me, and that I might, what's it again?
Carry long upon
Well, how I'm gonna live long? It's already been determined.
Mm-hmm.
See that? You can get more. That's what y'all young folk, y'all want to live a long time? Y'all trying to die early. Which one y'all trying to do? How many y'all trying to die early? How many y'all trying to live as long as you can? Die when you just can't help it. One of the things he told y'all that'll work, role play, make sure y'all shama your mother and your father.
That's right.
He said, so it be well with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you start grieving them, it ain't well with them, it ain't good with you. Oh, he's a shit. I know you ain't gonna obey me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a problem with you. You see them, and you know them take care of you. They got a problem with you. I know he ain't gonna make it with me and you. I'm gonna cut you off early.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I used to work out there at Chris, that man knock you out early. You around there doing too much talking around there. Pay man just tell you, man, walk out there. He said, you can go ahead and go home. Who the hell you talking to? Get the hell out of my face. He never raised his voice. That white man was a killer. I learned that later. All right, he probably got so many folks dead in his house. Listen, that man's facial expression never changed. You watch people like that. I'm just telling you, watch people like that. You don't just say shit to folks like that. Listen, nothing changed with that man. He moved on, and what he determined to do was done. Done. He was done with that. Knock you off early. You say, I'm looking to get me these 8 hours, trying to get some overtime, and you been knocked off. You see what I'm saying? Man, that's how I look at Mr. Yahuah. He'll clock you out early.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? I'm gonna let you sit here and work a whole day. You messed that up.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right? So I understand that as a man.
Right.
You know? Well, I was there for 8 hours, trying to get 9 or 10. Stack that check up. That's drinking money. That's shopping money. Man, knock me off early. Sit right here and you don't sit here and follow this role, this script like you supposed to. Mr. Yahuah will cut you out. He'll clock your ass out of here early. I keep it real with you. I try to tell y'all about the stuff there so you can understand it. See, a lot of folks got life, but they don't have sufficiency. Let's look at what sufficiency is. So let's see what it is. See, you ain't gonna go a whole lot of it. This ain't the only place. But take off out that door and start walking and sit and come and show me how much body you got left when you find the next one. And it'll be down to a fingernail. As soon as you come in there, they gonna clip your ass. Ain't that right? You like that, they gonna clip you. What they gonna do to the fingernail but clip it? Hello? I had left it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Sufficiency. The condition or quality of being adequate or sufficient. The judge would rule on the sufficiency of the provocation. This ain't helped me understand shit, okay? He's gonna basically rule on the condition of this poor sinner. That was fine, you gotta let it like, what you doing? Sufficient probably be enough. You can look up, let's go ahead to sufficient. I heard Pastor Dexter down. Hallelujah, Yahuah. Has he started yet? Justin done moved back on there. I thought I had broken. I thought Justin had came back be one of my members. He said, well, I try to follow you in this. He said, I take some of your teaching. He said, well, Justin has some points now. Yeah. Sufficient is an adjective. Sufficient, determiner, sufficient. Enough or adequate. What's that? Enough, adequate. Basically, let's say, all right? Well, didn't I say that already? Sufficient? All right, that's how sufficient is enough. Even Yahushua told now. They try to tell you it's sufficient. What Shaul, he told him, my con was
sufficient.
Basically, he told me it was adequate. Make sense? How many of y'all don't remember where he said that at? How many of y'all don't remember that statement? You don't have to go to it, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, about verse 5. When Shaul said we're giving him a messenger of Satan, which will be a Malachi of Satan to buffet him, which was buffet is to hit or strike repeatedly. Okay? And he said he had palal to Yahuah thrice. And he said that Yahuah told him that my con is sufficient. Based off the word sufficient, he basically told me it was adequate. So Shaul said, he learned that even when he was weak, he said he was still strong. Because he said it was sufficient. You know what we look at? Man, I ain't feeling my best. Oh man, I'm down. You know what? I'm weak. But you're still going.
That's right.
So you're strong.
Strong, yeah. That's right.
You know the average person do when they're weak? They stop, they
Yes,
quit.
right.
Or they faint.
Right.
See the difference? You know,
Yes,
they
sir.
let man, weak, man, I can't, man, I'm just going on. Man, I want to be strong. What you think you are? You're battling a natural element. This is a natural course of things for a human being to be sick, to be weak, to be tired, but you keep going. What does that say about you?
Strong.
You're strong.
Yeah. Right.
Another thing, if I'm strong, I wouldn't be sick. Well, oh wait, no, you'll sit somebody pick up. Only you're gonna say strong, they're strong because it's something that average people can't do. Above average can't do. They look at, but I'm straining with it. But you're strong, you did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it? A lot of times we faint out because we look at, why am I going through? So he can show you that you're actually stronger than what you are. My con is sufficient. You got to teach our people. We so y'all understand that? So y'all get the opportunity to look up words, learn what words mean. This ain't Tony Smith stuff. I take it they Google, whatever they got. We're not running from nothing. We're trying to get an understanding. We can't do something that we don't know. First, your mind got to be able to process it. It has to process it. Y'all got it. Sometimes, you know what? You'll get some stuff. You'll go on your computer. You might put in a desired thing you're looking for. You be sitting from what happened. The computer trying to process it. I got to process I got to gather that information and put it up here. based off of what you typed in. And try to give you as much information I can about your target, about the targeted event or whatever it is you're looking for. Y'all got it, and that's what has to happen. When we look at this and read it, we got to be able to process it. Then you want me to emulate this behavior, correct? I gotta walk as though, to the same degree as, perform. I can't do that if I don't know it. So I gotta make sure I get an understanding. I gotta have something I can compare it to, so I can have an idea of how this works.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll go back to what we had. We just talked about, let y'all see about what Ka'ur now. Go back to Barashit. Barashit. So now you're talking about living and it's adequate. Okay? People are going and rent these things they call efficient, these little efficiencies, based off of the premise of sufficient. It's adequate. You got a little closet. You ain't got a big closet like your home, but you got enough stuff to where you can still function. How many of y'all ever stayed in efficiency, familiar with those? They'll give you a stove. You want, I need like 20 cabinets. It ain't. It's efficient sufficiency. Y'all got it? It's efficient. It's not to the large degree of what you want, but it allows you to still be able to function. And that's what we have to be able to do. Because you got to remember, this is temporary. If I load you up with all this stuff, what's going to make you want to go with me? I remember sometimes you be at somebody's house having fun, your parents said, let go. How many of y'all kids or adults remember start crying? Why? Good stuff, playing good, having time. And you're like, where I gotta go? See, let you play with all that shit, now you don't go nowhere. Time to go home. Oh, go home, burn our house down, kill him. Even you, not you, but I mean, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna get no whooping them. Yeah. So we had to make sure we understand in order to do it. This is Barashit. They call it Genesis 3 and 20. Now the Ish Adam talked about Ka'ur because she was the aim. We talked about why we use aim, right? Makes sense for us, don't it? Mm-hmm. Huh? That's right. That's right. The mother's strong too. Water can be strength. Ain't that right? So we got the mother, because when you look at just typical, you look at aiming because you got a desired target. That's what we look at the mother. Like she targeted the man and tricked us. Try to act like they were all innocent and they ain't know nothing. Aim to trick us. Aim to fool us. Aim is to get our goodies and we were innocent. Oh, these women know about that aim. Got his ass with a bunch of tag clothes.
Tag.
Ain't even bought. You like, man, she be dressing. All she be doing be taking that shit back and getting another with the tags on it. Then you marry and get her ass, she got one outfit. I'm trying to figure out, where am all them clothes? Hey, I gave that stuff. That stuff the world. That stuff no world. You ain't got your money back, nigga. Now played me think you had a collage of stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? Listen. All right, next verse, 21. How many of y'all forgot why we was over here? Okay, all y'all remember. How many of y'all remember why we came over here? That's tight. 3 people raised their hands, don't remember, so everybody that knew. Now, how many of y'all know where it's at? You remember why we came over here? Tell them why we came over here. Protect the other pastors. That's right. That's similar. But now, you back at the early part. That's good, though. You did, too. 3:21. What'd you say, Austin? Start out talking about the 10. All right, 3 and 21. Yahuah Elohim made.
Garment.
This is not about pork rinds, okay? I heard Mike back that time. Adam wrestled with the skins of the pig. They were good. Adam put salt on them. He didn't make no barbecue, and it was just the same with the extra salt. Mike, you so crazy. All right, Yahuah Elohim made garments of
skin.
For who?
Adam.
And
his Ashah.
And clothe them. That's why we came over here. What I want y'all to kind of realize, kind of understand with that. Now, we start out in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1, about how if this tabernacle, mashkan, tent, we said it tent, because typically that's where they started. Shaul actually went back in conversation based off of him writing tent. They moved away from tents a long time ago. So tents wouldn't have been basically something they had, but to take them back there, put them back to the olive skin. Talk about it dissolving, breaking down. Then he said we had another one of who? Of Elohim, not made. Who made those clothes for them? So what happened to the first one? They leaves. How long do leaves last? They wither, they'll pass. You see, so he had to make them something that had more endurance. We got to keep it plain, but it's what we can understand. Now, how do we tie this in? He did talk about eternal. For us, we look at some new. He talked about continual. No, okay. Give me a timeline on eternal. So how you understand eternal? Unless you understand something natural, regenerating, constantly regenerating, constantly replenishing. That's how you keep it going. You're constantly replenishing. So there's never where you're out. You're constantly replenishing. You got what I'm saying? Just like how you even plant it to harvest. Harvest is when you bring it in. Harvest not planted. So you bring it in harvest. The first you put it up until the new comes. So now how this work is, when the new harvest comes in, you can eat the old harvest. Now by the time you consume up the old harvest, the new and get into the new harvest, there's another harvest coming. So the new is old because another one constantly keeps coming in. So you never having a lack of. You got it? You're never having a lack of. So it's basically continual because I'm continually replenishing. So it's continually there. So how we take this and we start looking at the body breaking down, deteriorating, modifying, getting something we had made, okay? Something not from here. When they got that from Elohim, whether they were coats of skin, it came from Elohim. And they had a more enduring, lasting substance. Now to show you how it worked when Elohim clothed us, when they was in Bamar, how long was it? 40 years. You know what he told them? Your clothes didn't wax old. They didn't dissolve.
That's right.
And your sandals on your feet. So they had an idea of a time period. Typically, clothes don't last 40 years. These people don't walk around with Louis Vuitton bags or clothes and suitcases. Basically, they had what was on their back and maybe something else. Possibly, you had what was on your back. So it don't take long to wear this out.
Right.
I don't care what material, man, because it's your constant wear.
Right.
Okay? So now you get something from Elohim, and he tell you for 40 years, it didn't wear out.
Good.
And your sandals didn't get no holes in it.
Right.
On top of that, your feet never swell. How many of y'all feet swell from time to time? Now, no matter how old are you, sweetie? 32 and your feet swell? How many times? One time? How many times you think that happened? A couple of times. How many of y'all feet have swollen a lot? Oh, you couldn't probably count the number over the course of your life. Feet swelling. Can you imagine 40 years your feet? That's long you've been living. How about their feet never swell up? Never swell up. Can you imagine that? What happens when your feet swell up? You keep your shoes on?
Take them off.
What you got to do?
Loosen them up.
That puts you to more damage. You're in Bamar in the wilderness. So he allocated fixture to where it was sufficient. I made you stuff that was adequate. Based upon what, see, this is what we do, we think, because of what? We look at why I'm being punished. How we don't look at the fact that I remember just using, I've been guilty of this. I remember my thing was back years, you had small kids, you get a job, it gotta have benefit. No insurance, you can't get that job. It's something you pass through. Gotta have insurance, especially when you got babies. You got to have insurance. I did. And I remember one time I went without a job, getting till I got benefits, not having benefits like I did. And you ain't gonna believe it, I ain't never had to go to the doctor. Never had no lack of need to go. Which means he made that. And you know, I kept looking, I kept thinking, and I never paid attention. And you know what I kept trying to look for? Insurance. And then realized, didn't even have to use it. So that happened to me to show me sometimes we start to formulate our life based upon what we have. I got a job with insurance. I'm good. They put me in a situation with no insurance and I ain't need it. I never got no thousands of dollars of bills where like, oh man, I got these bills, just pay on them, saying his car sufficient. It just didn't happen. But that time period I did, it taught me something. You assumed you needed that. You had the assumption and that what was taking care of you and you were good because of, it's only because of me. You know, you got people with insurance, they still got high ass bills. Just to show, you know what they say? And get what they say? Whoo, thank God I got insurance though. It'd have been higher than this. You give me any bill in the thousand, you can give me one $1 million. That's the same bill. I can't pay neither one.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Thank God I had insurance though. It could have been worse than this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when I say that is to just show us a lot of time, he puts us in situations so we can come back to consider. You'll be surprised how many things you got, you assume that actually help you. How many of y'all, I remember it's like now, leaving without your phone, I don't give a where your ass got to turn around and come back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn how far you got to go back and get that phone. Let me tell you why you get that phone. Something might happen.
Oh.
And you don't have your phone. You might need to make a call and you ain't got that phone. You know how many years we made it traveling trips and they had no phone?
Hundreds.
They used to have phones on the side of the expressway and you know what? Never used one in my life. When your ass broke down, you got and you walk.
That's right.
Sometimes it will be people might see you, listen, they'll pull on over and see you need a, cause them tell what they do it. I just seen you had a car.
Right.
And I see where you at. So I can timeline you with your vehicle and know you walking to get help. You need a ride to the next exit.
That's right.
They'll at least take it in, drop down.
That's right.
You, see? Adequate.
Yep.
So I get the cell phone, the damn thing still dead. Now the thing we needed ran back to get to, the damn thing done died. You would say, I'll let you sit in a tragic situation with a phone and the shit don't work. Or shit fully charged and you ain't got no signal.
Yep.
Cause you know why? We base our lives around a lot of these things. See, a lot of stuff that we've gotten because we've been mixed and mingled in with these people, we lived without this stuff for years.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody call you ass, they just had to wait till you got home.
Yep. That's right.
That's all. I will call you when at home. That's why I ain't answer.
That's right. That's right.
I'm at home now. What is it? It don't be all that serious. Folks call you now, ain't done but burn up your battery.
That's right.
Holding up shit and just sending stuff. It really ain't worth a whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But now we done formulate our life to where we have to have that phone or we die. Take your kid phone. Damn thing, kid. If you take your kid phone, your kid, they're like a battery. Your kid just fall. Boom, hit the ground, die. They can't live with that because you know what? We done sit here and put them in the same mindset we got.
That's right. That's right.
They gotta have start playing with them early. They gotta have kid come on, shut them up, get on the phone. Where you think they're going as they get older? They gotta have a phone. Kid 3 months old with a phone. And a damn one of them cases where they don't break it. What that whoop the case? Wasn't that case? Or Uda ball. You know, whoop the case. What the hell is a auto or what? Autobahn. I thought it was an Uda, whatever it is. Man, got you talking like your ass from up there with Megatron them. Hell, you know about an Autobot. Isn't that right? It's a case.
That's right.
I was coming on, nobody had no Autobot. That's why folks dropped the shit. It clumsy as hell. We had one, you couldn't drop that phone. I'm telling you what's amazing. When we had phones, I ain't never nobody had no crack screen.
Nope.
Everybody you damn see, you think a screensaver.
Yeah.
Let me use your phone, you put that shit, man, you bust out bleed.
Yeah.
They be so proud of that shit. Oh man, it still works, just shake it up. Like that shit, you know that shit be on the table, you still got that snow in there. I ain't never seen, man, I don't remember my screen being cracked.
No.
No, I don't remember, that's why I phoned up. Oh, fuck, listen. You had them block phones. Them things were indestructible.
That's
bro.
right. That's right.
If your phone, you catch your phone right at the ground, drop and catch in your hand like that shit just gonna, as soon as you catch, it's just gonna deteriorate in your hand. They ain't worth a damn and they high.
That's right.
When phones came out, I forgot my first phone. My phone was what? What you said? How much? 94. You said 94 was the year? I got my phone 1990. Yeah, they was in a bag. I got them when they first come out. Shit, no, them things were like $1,100. Oh, hell yeah, you wasn't getting no phone like that. That shit was on a bag, like you had a pocket book. You had a battery in that thing, you walk, this shit, you had that bag on, you jump out. I ain't buy the battery here, the phone was enough. You had to plug it up in there and use it. That shit was clear though. That shit was big. You had the bag, carrying the phone being here. They came out literally with that big old damn block, walking, talking, come around to your mouth like that. But them damn things used to work though.
That's
right.
right.
They used to heat up and all. You couldn't do no picture text, wasn't no texting. All you do is call.
That's right.
Well, all that shit get you a typewriter. Put on your side. Ching, ching, slide it back. Put another piece of paper and just start typing. When you have and folk now got to type. This got us crazy. We texting our ass off now.
Yeah.
I mean, if only folk were typing with folk with Blackberries.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Blackberry people lost their damn mind.
Yep,
They changed their phone.
that's
They
right.
couldn't live without a Blackberry.
Yep.
Go get on one that, yeah, I'm good. They still sell Blackberry for people that like it.
Yeah.
That was Obama phone, the Blackberry.
Mm-hmm.
They had to sign a CIA, Secret Service, just to keep up with the Blackberry. So I want to just show y'all guys this, just to let you see what you think will happen with those leaves over the course of time? They're going to dissolve. So you're going to need something else that I made that can continue longer. Yeah, and it has to be adequate. See, you know what an apron? An apron is only designed to cover so much chest and base around here because these are main spill areas. See what I'm saying? All they were trying to cover was main part. He said, you need something that's more adequate. Don't forget, she was a black woman. Could you imagine Prince just walking around with an apron on?
Good.
So he had to give us something more adequate. You finna birth out all these folk. You're gonna need to cover that ass up. You be flouncing around him just using folk. And so he had to get them something with some skins on it. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why women wear them, that's how they think they carry them skin tight jeans. Y'all don't worry about it. Skin tight. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna be able to save everybody. I don't know. I ain't gonna be able to help everybody. Let's go. Let's get back to 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Y'all ought to change. 2 Corinthians chapter 5. I'm gonna let y'all jump in here. For we know that if our tent, we talked about what the tent was, of the beth, which is on the arats, is torn down, we have a building from Elohim, a beth, which is not made of.
Man.
Who made their aprons? They made them. So it was made with what?
Man.
This one came from Elohim, and it continues forever in Shamayim. So now we're looking to go to be clothed because of the deterioration. Just like what else? Hair. What y'all think all this up? Let me see. Your sight start diminishing. What do you think will happen? It's deteriorating. Your hair thinning, the colors changing because you wore out the black. How many of y'all remember having jeans and shirts and start losing the color? Now denim came faded, you couldn't wear back at first, you couldn't wear no shit like no faded. Man, you wore some color, them jeans run.
Yeah.
You wear that now, you don't ring a dry each other. He said, man, you iron your jeans? I'm like, you don't iron yours? Man, I can't walk out no jeans. That's California shit like they be doing that. We out there getting them. Where I came from, well, you gotta have a straight line. Jordan had that thing. Boy, Jordan had them creases in that thing. I said, that's how you, boy, you had to have a sharp, straight crease. They just throw them jeans on and shit, just let them go and put the material behind the shoe. You know what I'm talking about? Put it behind the shoe tongue. Mm-hmm. No, you couldn't do that. Put that damn thing over that tongue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What the hell you walking on? Put your damn tongue back in. I like walk around with your damn tongue out your mouth. Isn't that right? Your front pants put a cover over the shoe. You don't wear no damn pants behind the tongue of your shoe. Oh, I'm sorry, I started fighting. He done went off now. He got a good message at first. He lost it. I ain't know. Oh, this one for her. I ain't that. You hear it too. See, now, see, you can be helped. Now, where's Hayward? But y'all understand where time, like when we were coming along, and Uncle Ted is older than a lot of us and Jesus. But I don't think Jesus ain't older than Malcolm though. So yeah, he's like, I remember when they first came out with Jesus. I said, boy, you ain't gonna be here long. Yeah. So, but now what we start looking at is how over the course of time, it was stuff that was behavior you had to have. You had to have a belt, shirt had to be buttoned up, it's stuff you had to do. Man, ain't smelling, it's stuff you could, a lot of stuff. You couldn't do that, you couldn't just throw no jeans. White folks start coming out no commercial, relaxed jeans.
Mm-hmm.
You damn relaxed no jeans, you starch them jeans.
That's right. That's
I don't
right.
give a damn, you can't sit down, lean your ass like that, but your jeans be straight. Boy, that crease was important.
That's right.
Man, you came to school, you ain't had no crease. Go on to the principal office and let them folks suspend you. Because you don't want to come back to school because you ain't finna learn nothing. You came there, your jeans were faded. Y'all had poor.
Yeah.
That folks, man, they'll wear you out, man. Your mama ain't got no job. That'll be fighting word, man. Your daddy got fired. How you came to school like? No shoestrings in your shoe. Man, you couldn't do no shit like that, man. Your shoestring gotta be clean.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I used to get my shoe, white shoe, let me tell you, dude. I used to get me a little cup of warm water.
Yes, sir.
I put me a little comment in there.
Yes, sir.
And get a toothbrush, now the one you use in your mouth. And you got a bread light around that white. You hit it, cause you bright up, you'll take the color off. Boy, you gotta get you want them pony, listen, you gotta know how to clean it, ease down up. You come at your shit, man, some muddy, nasty, no. Man, listen, go to a promoter, tell them folks to suspend you. You ain't got no business in school. Tell them to suspend you till your mom and get a job. You can't come back to school like that. But I mean, it was just stuff you had to have, look, cause people were trying, you was a boy, you was trying to get attention of a girl. You was a girl, you were trying to get attention. What sort of search they had to do? Now don't comb your hair, just walk out. Like these folks, I don't know what these rappers is, who these folks, I mean these folks, don't comb the hair and shit. All this stuff is new to us.
New, that's right.
I see some of this shit. Man, I ain't used to no shit like that, man. You walk up and you put on your clothes, she might as well just walk around naked, you ain't comb your damn hair.
That's right.
Now they gonna come and they ain't brush their teeth, they ain't gonna wash their face. It's just gonna get worse.
Yep.
You ain't gonna get nobody, I'm like, I don't comb my hair. What the hell I'm worried about the rest of me for? We were coming along, man. Everything was about grooming yourself. Even in the animal kingdom, you don't believe it. They groom themselves. You'll get a mother, she'll take her cub and she'll lick her cub. That's her form of grooming the cub. She's gonna lick it. You smell. I'm gonna clean you with my own tongue and get you presentable. So you go out, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain look you got. You don't see no hanging like, shit. I don't give a damn how I look. Man, look at me, you can't do that. Man, you can't be around her like that.
That's right.
Hell wrong with you?
That's right.
Well, they got a bad reputation for laughing all the damn time. But that shit ain't fun either.
That's right.
You know it's bad when a hyena won't laugh at you. Yeah, right. But so all that was about grooming, about the way we keep ourselves. So now you got to think about this. The thing they will learn was now, because of what was imminent for them, not necessarily imminent, but what was knowledgeable to them, things that they made, that they put together, had a time period of ending. Things that Elohim had a longer enduring substance about it. Okay? So what were the things you would want if you had that knowledge? Things of Elohim. So now we try to get to now when Shaul talk about the things of Elohim, no man knoweth. So we try to get to what at that point? The mind of Mishkah? We want the information so we can have it. You said the mind of the Mashiach. What Shaul talked about, we have the mind of the Mashiach. But now we're trying to get to obtaining that knowledge. If no man don't know it, then what do I have to do in order to obtain it? Which means I'm going to have to leave from a carnal state. It's not necessarily dying, but how I think and how I operate. If no man don't know it, I need to get him to reveal something to me that's not typically revealed to the average person. I need that knowledge. If what I build, what I establish has a date of ending, I need some that can endure longer. Y'all got it? And that's going to be the things of Elohim. So now it gives me, or I take on a desire where I want to know the things of Elohim. I want to know about Elohim. I want to possess the thing that Elohim has. If he told me, if this body breaks down, I have another one that doesn't break down. How many of y'all don't want to break down? How many of y'all break down? How many of y'all get sick? How many of y'all don't want to get sick? How many of y'all get tired? How many of y'all don't want to get tired? Well, how about you got another sight and more energy? It's just where he is. Now, all these things you just told me that you don't want to do, that you do. What do you have to do in order to change it? What's the answer? That tight. That man said, I said, well, he said, guys, you was on it. What you gonna say? Is it gonna be right or wrong? Know the things out here. I would say go where Elohim is. That'll be my first. My first initially when know the things of. If you told me I find out I'm broke, you said, man, you got some money and I'll teach me about the office. Hell no, I want to go to the office and get the money.
Right.
That's immediate. Because these are things that I'm dealing with prevalent. So I need quick answer resolve. Go to the office and get it. That's all I'm thinking. Now, if he tells me, now this is an easy transfer going here, but now you're talking about me going where Elohim is. Y'all got it? This already been questionable before, hadn't it? Hadn't it been questionable before? When was it questionable? That's tight. Huh? It's similar. He said who was going to go up. They started asking about the Mashiach coming. They want to know about somebody going up and who can bring it down to us. So they were already inquisitive before when they came. I think the 30th chapter of the book of Allah Dabarin, they started talking about verse 8. He was talking about how the word was very nadi. So letting them understand how prevalent it was in their speech. Words have actual power. I call you a MF and sissy. You're going to change. You'll go from like, so that word don't trigger nothing. So then understand the words of Elohim trigger something too. You got it? It's just got to be properly dispensed. And you got to give it to a person where it can activate them. Y'all got it? Where it can entice them where they'll desire to try to go to be where he is. So now I seek the knowledge of how to get there. But in seeking that knowledge is going to be learned about him and how it's established. Y'all got it? Everything basically was on a basis of there were carnal attribute things that they could use to kind of understand about where he was. Y'all got it? You don't understand nothing. I can take you through because we'll read it. You don't have to understand about it until you understand about the places that are here physical. See, when they built, you talking about streets paved with gold, you talking about gates with pearls, all these things they already established. All these things already established. When they built, that's why he sent people who were cunning, who had the skill.
Right.
Skill set in order to build and prepare it. So these things they already physically seen.
Right.
Hello? They already physically seen a lot of this stuff. So when he started talking about habitating where he was and what was there, similar to where we're at.
Right.
You got it? So we're basically transferring over into a spiritual, you got it, versus the carnal, which gave us the idea of the understanding. Even when it came down to the Son of God, as they call it. How does that work? How does that work? God screws your mother? I know you're saying, we don't talk like that. Let's be practical. You accepted something that you did not understand. And that's why people follow and lead, because you ask me, you say you questioning God. You're not a believer. That's why you ask that question.
Yeah, true.
Now, how exactly this happens? So we had to understand something first. He had to give us a physical, natural man who came in without the aid of a man, that he took from a mother, earth. The Aratz. The Aratz has a womb. He took him from the womb, so we understand how Yahushua came. And because he did it and caused it to happen, he said, this is my son, my Ben. The person to continue my house, which makes sense because he left it to him. Hello? When I move, my stuff gonna go to my kids. He heard Yahuwah come back. He left it to him. That's what a father does to an inheritor. See, you bought into something you believe. You don't even know what you believe. That's why people shake it. That's why people break and move and leave, because you didn't question. You didn't want to know. You see, it's all about faith. That's good if Boogie says it. Got it? That everything he's doing is according to faith. And he can be justified. But for us, ours had to be substantiated upon something. Just like when you build, it has to have a strong, solid foundation on a bond, a stone. You talk about a man building on a stone, and not just a stone. What kind of stone? Tri-stone. A tri-stone will be one you can strike, you can hit it, to make sure it's sufficient. That's what they had to do with you. Why you think they hit him? How you try a stone? Look at it. That look like a good one. There ain't no damn test. I gotta put some pressure on it. I gotta hit it just to see if it can take something. Because I'm looking to put a lot of weight on it. Now it makes sense why they came and why they struck him. Because they were testing the rock to make sure the foundation could support what he was going to build. I'm gonna set up something where everybody here gonna get something from it. It gotta be tested to make sure it can happen. It can happen. Can you hold up to do that? Can you take that? See, when you work from their so-called Christian spiritual mind, you just walk into a lot of symptoms and stuff. I had to understand that Adam was his son. Hello? He took him right from the womb, right from the aim. Hello? And put him here and allowed him to, and taught him and reared him up. He told you to supposed to train up, what was it? In the what? That's why he took, and listen, he took him and put him in the gun. This is where you're supposed to go. So when he wasn't supposed to depart from it. But you know what else he learned? Other influences will come in, thieves and robbers. They'll break in, because that's what Adam treasure was. You think he's lived out and he using Wells Fargo? What was he using, Chase? Everything Adam had was there, just like older people, they can't, everything they had was there. That's where they dwelt at. That's where everything gonna be, right where they were at. Hello? So now we're trying to get to a basic understanding. What did they know? How were their relationships formulated? Because that's what we're trying to do with the information. We're trying to create a relationship based off of what they knew. Very sophisticated, but simple. It makes sense because it's something they could do. All the stuff you heard, these folks told you, one day, I'm gonna fly away. How many of y'all heard people say that? I'm gonna fly away. When, how you gonna do that? What did come to your mind when you think about flying away? Wings. Or flapping your damn arm. Try it. I wanna see it. Take off, I wanna see you fly. So a lot of things people just took and people say, but they don't really have a comprehension to things. So our goal is to try to comprehend, okay? This ain't something you get overnight, something that happen immediately, but there are things now we read and we go back over things we heard for years that we look at, we just kind of bought into it, we didn't understand it, but we heard it. And we just adopted and accepted it without a real understanding. And that's why it's easy to shake people. Shaul told us, see then that you be not soon shaken. And what was that? In mind or by word, he saw in spirit. See, people shake you with words. People move you. People come and question you for, you know, I can't answer. It must not be right. There's a lot of folks that they do. A lot of folks, some of these folks, they like talking to folks that they meet on the street. They be liking to hear people and just see stuff. I don't be talking to these people about that. You know, tassels don't move me. I got some on. There's not no allocation for me to say, you must be right. I heard shalom. You might have hollered balloon. And my ass was so happy to hear something, I took off. I'm not moved when I hear people give out certain words. I'm watching behavior. You ain't believe what they said. By their speech, you should know them. I'm waiting to see what you produce. I'm looking to see if you can produce the fruit that could be eaten, to sweeten the ruach to be. And I'm trying to say your fallow ground was broken by a thundering sound. Pick up the pieces. Ain't that right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for. Passed on opportunity could have kept me from seeking. Ain't that right? So what I'm trying to tell you, that's what we're looking for. We not, I mean, it ain't, we definitely don't, I never taught y'all we the only people right. Never taught that. I just ain't buying it everybody I see. And I look at, if y'all, I ain't never seen Yahuah and the Charlotte King went nowhere and started jumping and started running with folk they found out were right. All Yahuah told them, if they ain't against it, then they for us. And he said, you know what, we need to try to set up a fellowship where we all come together. We the only niggas down here be trying to do all this fellowship, trying to run and try to mix up and make all these folks. And you ain't got your folk where they need to be, all you're gonna do is lose some people. You'll lose some people, you'll mix me with some weak people. I've been doing this a long time. Weak people mess you up. Folks get caught up with some weak folks and you'll lose them. Leave folk where they at. Them folk, baby, leave them alone, they still growing. See, you get it now, and they ain't where they supposed to be, and you don't mess around, seeing some tassels, some head wrap, them mixes here, then I'll put some strong meat down here, and I'll mess them folks up. Because somebody else like, but we need more fellowship. Fella, I'm about to put your ass on a slave ship. Enough damn ships already. Isn't that right? Just sit down somewhere. I ain't never been for all that trying to run and grab up everybody. I just ain't, I'm not interested in a whole lot of that. I'm trying to make sure I get my folks straight, make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. Every brother Rahat doing his job, you ought to be doing the same thing. Make sure you get your folks straight. Time gonna come, like he said, it's gonna be one flop. Right. It's gonna be one Rahat, but it ain't now. Cause he said he was gonna bring them. Right. What the hell you out here trying to get them for? Right. You ain't him. Right. I'm telling you, man, a lot of folks, you'll kill folks. Everybody ain't strong enough to listen to me. Folks be, man, let me show this video. I'm trying to show you about my video. Leave it for long. That's right. I remember one time lady came to see me years ago. That woman sat down there, man, they had to get that woman some water. She started coughing. She couldn't get her set again. She said, you need to warn people. I wasn't use nothing either. I was just cutting down on saying, listen, that woman called that woman. She said that would come on with all that stuff, getting them serving now, man, letting folks know what they had to do. Listen, that lady said, listen. She said, you need to warn people. She said, folks come in here and you talking like that? I didn't cut. She got the cough. She couldn't say they got us some water. She told me it was me. I thought, hell, she had swallowed something. I was calling out preacher names, stuff like that. She wasn't used to that. They was going to church, love Jesus, love your neighbor, stuff like that. Hell, I'm talking about a neighbor, and now I'm talking about Jesus. I know she'll kill over now. I tell her, don't give her no water. She'll be all right. That's just, man, listen, this ain't for everybody. People that gonna get this, they gonna come anyway. Yes, sir. I'm just, man, listen, go pull a video while I be recruiting people. Man, I'm being on the street, y'all. I had folks telling, where you gonna come? I said, yeah, you probably just look at some videos. Let's see if you're strong enough from a video. If you're inquisitive, just keep watching. You'll grow. Just like a whole lot of y'all did. I don't be running on the street trying to hand no cars out. You got a card? Nope. You ain't got no card? Nope. It'll break your heart. You get that card, go there, everybody in your house done had a heart attack. They just better leave it where you go, I just be going. Well, I'm gonna come. Yeah, I don't advise that. I let them know, so we don't let everybody come. We ain't taking everybody. I just tell folks, it ain't for everybody. Folks get here and find out when y'all gonna get them out the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Joker just fitted up a whole plate of chitlin and coleslaw. Don't jump down there and get it to them. As soon as you get them up and say, you know you're unclean, you gotta go, right? Forever! You can't be jumping around, man. Listen, this ain't for everybody. It take time. How many of y'all it took you some time? There been folks, why me had to go back, leave it alone, come back. I mean, everybody don't just sit. Some folk can watch and say, you know what? I'm inquisitive. If it's a folk watch me, be like, ain't no way, this guy done lost his mind. They keep coming at me like, you know what? That's a good point. They keep watching, come back for somebody a while. Shoot, they a regular. Because you know what? They've adapted a taste for it. It's an acquired taste. They don't give me for, man, he crazy. Your mama. At the end of the day, your mama. I can't believe he said, well, I said it twice, your mama again. Now you should believe it. That's law, 2 or 3 witnesses. Y'all all right? They said, that's offensive. They'll be all right. Yahuah even asked, does this offend you? Isn't that right? He told you, Ukanon came, he ain't eat or drink. He said, I can't eat and drink it. I ain't gonna win you. You talk to these 4 nights, they wasn't going out talking to Jesus, they weren't obeying calm. Yeah, left Jesus alone, they weren't obeying calm. You come along, you break the whole Jesus, show them the book, 16 and left, no Jesus. Where they still come? I don't care what he say. That means you're an ass. I really shouldn't insult no ass like that. Really, you one butt cheek, you half ass. Yeah, you one butt, you not, I don't want, that's not a whole ass. That's right, half ass. I made that up earlier. I'm gonna take that on the road with me too. So you just try to get people to realize, consider, this ain't for everybody. Y'all had to sit down for yourself, know what you hear and what you're gonna do. You don't have to let nobody be putting no cover of your eyes, just accepting that. Make sure you understand it. Because you the one gotta live with it. And on that, you gotta die with it. You gotta make sure you understand it. You need to know it. Trying to go out these make-believe places on something, make-believe something you don't even know nothing about, and you just hoping and praying. In what?
Mm-hmm.
It don't even make sense. That means just hoping, praying something I don't know. How much sense it make? It don't even make sense from a carnal person. I'm just hoping and praying something I don't believe, I don't even know, and don't understand. Then why he having more sense to me, he gonna ask me to do it? That's crazy. Somebody sit here and put a blindfold on your eyes and said, trust me. First of all, are you the type of person to trust you? Right. Mm-hmm. You the type of person, your ass might lead me off and break. No, I ain't doing it. Because you don't question, it's a matter of judgment. So you're going to look at that person, is that a person that I know to trust that wouldn't harm me or hurt me? You know, how well you just start following a doctrine of something you don't know nothing about? Got a point. You wouldn't let somebody out the street just walk up, put a blindfold and just follow me. No, I ain't doing it. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. What's going to make you do it? Huh? Relationship. Becoming knowledgeable about you. Knowing, are you the type of person to trust or not to trust? All these are things that logically you got to sit down and consider. Listen, we've been there before where we've been forced and impressed upon to do something and follow something. I'm not telling y'all to do that now. You said I want you to use an open mind. I want you to follow along and see for yourself, does it make sense? How did you get here? These folks said, we just appear make sense. Nothing appears from nothing. Do me a favor. Everybody do this. Keep it tight. Don't open. Do not let it. Do it, hold it. Y'all got it. Jared, your shit gone. Let me tell you what happened. First of all, you grab like Jared said. That thing, Jared, is gone. Do like this. Y'all do this. I want y'all to take this serious. Hold on, do this. Grab it, lock it in. Got it. Now, keep it tight. Everybody have it real tight. Right now, you have nothing in your hand. That's right. Keep it tight. Close your eyes. Say, take this nothing and make something. Are y'all asking? That just said, make it right now. Just make it something, nothing. All right, you ready to? Now, open it slow so you don't lose. Open it slow, check it. Who got something? Exactly. Hold on, what you got, Alex? Air. You lost that joke when you open your hand. You been want to fight me, and I want to fight you too, Joker. So y'all see, nothing. So everything has to derive from something. It takes something in order for something to be created. He made Adam from the air. He took him from the ground and formed him. He walked into something that was something there. He came in, it was void, it didn't have a form, but he had something to work with. Y'all got it? So doesn't it make sense for you to sit down and logically look at, if all of us derive from something, what was the something? So we started going back on this book, we started examining the scene. He's the only person to come back so far we found to even give us a knowledge and inkling of I create. I am, I always will be. And that's hard for us to fathom some of these things, but there are some things that we started to learn to see and we started to put in to kind of consider with him. But when he comes back, there's a full of knowledge we're looking to know. But first of all, for that anticipation for me, for him to come, has to be based off of something now. I got to base off of something now. Why am I anticipating something to come when I really don't believe in nothing? I don't know nothing. I got to have something. I gotta have something that I can hold to, something that gives me some kind of visibility till he actually get here, so I can see the physical. Yeah, I gotta have something I understand now that gives me that expectation of something greater. Y'all got it? That's what we try to do. It's one of the things that's hard to kind of deal with, and because of how we were reared and how we've been wired by our oppressors, we don't know a whole lot about our Elohim because he limited information. It's all fragmented pieces. But there are things, like he said, the invisible things of Elohim are clearly seen. You know what I'm saying? He clearly shows us in our dealings and our everyday dealings and our knowledge, or whether it's our that's why they want us to get rid of and put our older people in these nursing homes and get rid of them. Because a lot of these people hold information not only that they live, information that was given from them from people that lived before they lived. So our information is a constant being passed down. So we're always keeping an information about things. Y'all got it? And it stirs something in us. That's innately that's in us that white people have buried through slavery and misinformation. Oh, they do. You so violent, you know you can't sit still, you can't do, because we were a people always on the defense. I mean, everybody around you your enemy. How do you walk around? Everybody this is how you walk around? Hell no, you walk around ready to defend. I've been told that everybody around me is an enemy. They don't serve, they don't worship my Elohim. So I'm always setting ready to defend against them and against their knowledge. You hypothetical of another nation that I've been told that serve other deities. You're going to come to talk to me to try to get me to hear about your Elohim. No, we're not doing that. Matter of fact, I'm ready to kill you because I've been taught a certain thing about him. Not only have I been taught to serve a different Elohim, this is what they do. They'll sleep with their kids. These people will sleep with their mothers. They'll sleep with the fathers will sleep with it. So I'm hearing all these things about it. I've been told, he said, but I hadn't suffered you to do it because you are a special person. A special people. So how am I going to look at him and his nation? How am I going to look at him and his goyim? I'm going to be on the defense because if they do it to their kids and with their mothers, what would they do if they mingle in with me and mine? So, see, yeah, you know what, man? Niggas always walk around mean as shit, frown-faced it, because innately it's in us to defend. And his nation is going to teach him against me and my Elohim. My Elohim and me, our goyim, we destroy other people that don't come in and don't shakar our Elohim. So they're on a defense. So now it makes sense why, you just come this way, you walking, how you just kind of, nigga looking at me shit like I'm crazy. But you see street way how we do it, and we don't look at sometimes just how far things might revert back. You see what I'm saying? Just get over with it. That good. Yeah, he's in that road. He's talking, hold on. He said, I ain't gonna. He said, I got cut out before. He's talking, this time we ready to do. But just thinking about it though, how? You see what I'm saying? Now, white people don't typically have that with each other. You might have sometimes the northern-south hatred, but don't have that. Y'all walk past your punk-ass cracker, yo, faggot-ass white boy. You know what I'm saying? That's not typically how whites typically greet each other or kind of have that, but with us a lot of times, we'll have that anger toward one another. We'll have that hatred toward one and that judgment toward them. More than they might say, he's just a redneck or a good old boy. You know what I'm saying? Old country, old country white boy. You know what I'm saying? Old rednecker. And a redneck is not a bad term. That's somebody who are mud, you know what I'm saying? The Dixie flag, that's all redneck. Don't care for it, it's not their thing, but it's his right. Us, we don't say, well, old punk ass nigga, but that's his right. We don't say that. Everything we do is with a hatred, and it's about destroying each other. But see, we never thought about how far we've gone back and what we were taught. But so now you got to think, since we've been misguided, we're getting here. We've been misinformed about us and our Elohim. We don't understand now, since he took him from a tribe and took me from a tribe and mixed us around and we don't know who the tribe is, sometimes the same people hating each other. Yahudah hating on Yahudah. Yasharal hating on Yasharal. You see, because that's the whole purpose of keep selling you off and moving you around. They had it when they scramble the take something and scramble, say, you see this? I'm gonna put it here and move it around. That's why you see it said, I don't know where it's at. You saw it, but I moved it around so many times in your eyes. Guess what happened? Now you don't know where it's at. How the hell you know where you connect? Elohim knew they were going to do this, but guess what would happen through this same way, by the same doings? It also gave us an opportunity to be grafted in by a different protocol. I really wanted to establish some people of Amanah, because there's no way to keep bloodline. No matter what he told them, it's going to mix. So there's no way to keep it together from bloodline. Because when I put you in under these people and you go under them, these people are going to sleep with you. And you're going to have Benin. And your Benin is going to go and they're going to marry some other Benin. So the more you keep mixing, the thinner the blood becomes, or the blood connection. So now I got to be able to keep you and say it was always of Amanah. I got you to understand first about how important it was for you to separate and be a Matah. Okay? You stay here. Louis is only marrying Louis, okay? Simeon is only marrying Simeon. So you'll learn how you need to stay so you can keep your connection. You got it? Although you be Yasharal, you need to still be able to keep where you descend out from. But over the course of time, somebody didn't have no boys. They had all girls, just like Justin. So how they gonna stay Millers unless they don't get married? Then how his name gonna continue? So the Millers gonna have to come on over with the Budweisers. And that's right, isn't that right? Or somebody gonna have to get slits, isn't that right, and get the Millers. See what happened? So now guess how he could still keep the Miller foundation? By the teachings of the principles of the Millers. Those teaching, those attributes he'll instill them through information about it, and they keep that, and they keep transferring it. Although the Miller bloodline start to dissipate, the knowledge about the Millers is still there. Make sense? So guess what happened now when he come in and we start to learn the doctrine? How it's written in Nabin. What did he say? That's what's written in Nabin. He actually told them that all your Benim going to be taught by me. So he was letting them know, you were taught by me. So the people that originally came out, he made the Berith with, were people that actually had been instructed by him. That's why he couldn't make a covenant with nobody. He said, I make this Berith, this Yum, with you, not with them. Why? They hadn't seen, they hadn't heard. So how am I going to make a Berith with them? So now you know he got to worry about. My kids can't get it. He can't go give it to him either. Because the Berith I made was with him. He saw, he heard. Everybody that saw and hear can't. So guess how I come and start to graft them in? What if I taught all of them? What if your children were taught by me? Then they would be a beneficiary of the same Berith. That's right. That's how we were engrafted in with Abraham. The same thing. You know why he told them with Yasakal? He was a benefactor of the teachings and the doings of Abraham. Because Abraham, how he gonna base something he didn't know? It wasn't no laws till Mushah came on. Let them tell it. But he clearly told you, anything I tell you to do and not to do, these are directions. When they think of law, they think of stop sign. So ain't no stop sign, ain't no law. No. Anytime when he told Adam in the garden, don't eat of the tree. Because the yum that you do, you're going to die. But I gave you an alternative. You can eat from that tree. So guess what I just gave you? Life and death. Baraka, and I gave you Curfew. You said this, you know, they thinking, so you trying to tell me Adam had 10 commandments. You trying to tell me you ain't dug your mama out yet? Man, stupid. What he gonna need law for man when it's just him and Elohim? All I need is the law that pertain to Elohim. What I need law for a man ain't him. I need law between me and Elohim. That's your first 5. It's for you and him. Now to give you harmony with him, I gave you his wife, don't touch her. Don't lust after her. Don't steal it. Don't do it. Now, how many him breaker? How many him breaker coming from? How that me? You about to fight him? Come, me, you about to fight? Ryder, don't you hit me? You going to jail, Ryder? I know you're a lover, but you going to jail. Now, yeah, that's what we fighting about. It shouldn't be about no law. Because what Mushah gonna do? He come here. Which one of y'all broke it? That's who we need to get from among us. Y'all come on here, cause y'all my nigga, y'all with me. Come on, we finna whip his ass. So let's look at the law. Let's look at the law. Well, it was a law infraction, because if something, and me and you got to that point, then that was a law broken. Once we find out the law, who won't take the correction to the law, he said, that's who you need to get from among you. That's what Mushah told him. He said the one that wronged the other one, he said, cast him from among you. When he killed a man, it was because the man was an outsider. He never killed nobody that was with him. You see the difference? That's why you needed to know the 10, because now you need to know Elohim's first, but then you need to know the 5 he gave you for man. That's harmony. I ain't stolen that from you, ain't stolen that from me. I ain't lusted at your wife, you ain't lusted at mine. I ain't coveted nothing you got, your ox, your ass, or your servant. Then me, you should have no problem. I serve the same Elohim you serve. How many of him got that problem? Shouldn't be no problem. See, that's how he set it up. The skid over with. He said, I said, I just want to say. But you see what I'm saying? You see how basic it is, but it makes sense. Yes, sir. So Elohim, I'm walking down here, Elohim struck me down. Why? What 5 I broke? The Shabbat? What I brought, I had another idol God. I blasphemed his Shem. What did I do? If I ain't break none of them, it shouldn't be no altercation for him to strike me down. But if there's a strike down, why is it? Because there's an offense. On my own, there's an offense. That's why we work to learn them so we can keep what? Harmony. Just like with nature. I got land, I bury trash in it. I plant my food rotten. I got a problem. Why? So how nature rewards me. This food is a product of what you put in the ground. This your own doings. So now I'm not having harmony and shalom with Elohim. Why? Because I've broken something. And he said, this is what you rendered. See, everybody makes stuff way more complicated. All of it is about harmony with your being. He can't, how is that going to work with not covering the person out there wife, and I do that with them. Not stealing from them, not doing, but they still breaking my damn house and steal my shit. And I'm talking about, man, the 10 Commandments don't work. It was never designed for them. It was for you and for people that had harmony with him. You keep trying to put some on people that don't have harmony. That's why all our people find, that's why they kill these people, because they're not ours. The book said there's no shalom. What again? So why am I trying to make shalom with people in harmony? Harmony is a calm course with people. Harmony. That's a certain way things kind of work together. Now, how I'm trying to work this together with people that don't have it with Yahuah? You know, I'm going to go to this son and do everything I can to try to win them over. That 5 ain't going to work, because they're going to break them. They're going to break his 5 and the 5 we got. But you'll waste your time on people it ain't given to. It was given to us. Because they were supposed to keep peace and harmony among us. Hello? Does that make sense to y'all? That we had to get a college class course to get this stuff. Don't it make sense why he gave them to you? So Adam broke harmony. That's why the land yielded what it did. Nature rewarded him with, guess what? Thorns, thistles, because this is what you sowed. You stuck the man. You left him on stuck. He left you here to run something and set you up to have harmony. Listen, grow, wealth, health. Once you broken with him, guess what? Now it's suffering, scuffing, sickness. Hello, prongs. Y'all see that? Sweating, busting your ass all the time because you broke ritual with him. And that's going to cause you problems on every end, everywhere else. So now we're going back to examine, how do we get peace, harmony? Can we look at what the word harmony is? How about to see that? Don't put that E in front of that thing. It's a dating site. They don't know why they folks use sites like eHarmony. Let's see what harmony means. People do that when they sing, when they play instruments, don't they? Harmony. Let's see what harmony is. Pay attention. The combination. Now, if we break this down and take this off and put an O right here, Lancaster can explain that, CJ. But then we got a combo. That's when you, that's the root. No, I'm just, how y'all understand everything? Let me get a Big Mac and another Big Mac. They say you want fries and drink. Let me get, that's a combo. No, but you know, so you start to put some other. Guess what? Maybe you'll say, let me get a burger. Let me get a chicken sandwich. Would you like fries or drink? No. Would you like to make it a combo? Let's combine. That's right. Let's combine what you have. So that's what Yahuah was doing. We're going to combine what we have. I'm going to take what I have, my sources, and I'm going to give them to you. And in turn, you're going to take these sources, you're going to use them, and they're going to be a benefit for both of us. Y'all got it? You know, sometimes you'll get that sound, and they'll price it a lot of times. Well, for another $1.80, you can get fries and a drink, and you don't realize all they did was just price the shit up so high. It don't make sense. It really going to look stupid. You, but I don't want, then you leave, you like, damn, I should have got them fries and that drink. You know what I'm saying? Look, that would have set me right. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all did it before? You realize, man, that would have set me right. You know what I'm saying? You were like, that was good, but man, I had some fries. I was trying to cut them. You see what I'm saying? And then you start looking at, by the time you look at the money, it makes so, guess what Yahuah did? He set the way up to where if you made sense, it really makes sense to make this a combo. Where you and I both be together. Would you like to make that a combo? Got it? So look at the word, harmony. The combination of simultaneous, simultaneous, use it in a sentence. So I'm trying to break down the syllable. Simultaneously. That's what I said. Simultaneously, what you call it? Yep, that's it. Simultaneously sounded musical notes to produce chords and chords. What do you say that? Oh, man, I went back up into harmony. Progression, having a pleasing. That's what Yahuah was looking at. See, when these things start working together, it's pleasing. And you know how we learn how that work too? When Shaul, he got out of harmony with Yahuah. And you know what they brought Daud in for? He could play simultaneously and it will calm him and will put him back in harmony. You see how amazing they use musical there? You know they even used to teach you that music would do something. Would put him at harmony to where he don't have to see. A lot of times we outraged and we're doing things. A lot of people don't know this with medicine. What these people use is sorcery, conjuring. What Elohim used was a harmony, where how about you eat for your health and it be pleasing? Why do you think Ka'ua ate the food? Ate the pleasant, pleasing. Y'all see that? She looked at, so that meant their food had a harmony with it. You got it had an effect to where it soothes. You can be hungry, and some things you can eat. How many been you eat? You can be, but it's not affected where you're satisfied. Because you didn't get what you were anticipating. So the whole thing with Yahuah was setting you up with an anticipation, just like we look for now. The expectation that they'll change by hope. The whole purpose of it was keeping you in harmony. He already know that there was disease and things were going to come, but they were out there for the other people that serve other Elohims. So guess what? You like, how many of y'all like to eat? How about if I set you up with a regimen that everything you eat, you like, and it heals you? Yeah. I gave you that type of harm. You know, sometimes, you know when you eat something be nasty, they say, you know it's good for you because it tastes nasty. You ought to eat some shit. And let me find out about it in confidence. I'm going to go tell it on the mountain. And that only came in because that's how people started to program us into things. Now, later we found that when they would eat the debar, it would taste. But later, because now you start, he said later it was honey, it'd be sweet. That's right, like debash. Debash, the operating word for honey. That they told us you can't eat, these lying bastards don't know what they're doing. But anyway, what's that misinformation? I call not lying, but just bastards that got misinformation. We'll call them just lying bastards. Dirty bastard that but misinformation. So then it became one of the things where they said later it made them nauseous. Later it made them sick. And that's only because the will of the flesh. The will of the flesh. That's like, you can hear a lot of things hearing, but when it comes into putting it in effect is where a lot of time our problem come in at. Because we're not people that's common to or accustomed to just doing right. Because the flesh keeps a will. It's just a matter of not allowing that will to supersede or override the will of Elohim. Because again, what are we searching for always? Harmony. Harmony. That's the purpose of shalom, harmony, peace. Sometimes people say, man, I like going on nature walks. Just listen to the birds, hearing the creeks. You know what I'm saying? Just, why do you hear even the bee going? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's calming, peaceful, because everything's in sync. That's a harmony. Now, what we have to do, even for medical, is what they don't do is look at putting your body in harmony. My head hurting. You know why? Something's out of sync. The proper way to do medicine is putting the body back into harmony. Have you had a headache ever since you've been born? No. So it's occurring from something. If we put the body back to where it needs to be in a harmony, then the body can heal itself. If we gave it its foods. You see what I'm saying? As simple as it seems, this is what we start learning to do for Yahuah. Start learning how to get back in sync, back in tune with Yahuah. Y'all got it? Looking to have that harmony. Let's look up simultaneously, which is just all of them working together at the same time. I just want y'all to hear it, just look it up. So I say, to me, it makes a difference when you looked it up and you actually know it for yourself. That's always something they can't take from you. Simultaneous. Occurring, operating, or done at the, y'all pay attention to this? Occurring, operating, or done at, that makes sense? How many of y'all need to see that? Okay, one person, 3 people, 4, 5, 6. Well, everybody's gonna leave, I'm gonna show these 6 people. That tight, y'all still sitting there. So you wanna know too there. Look at 5 and 17, your Ukanai. See if it makes sense. They call it John, your Ukanai. That's what we're gonna be working on. Okay? See if it makes sense based on what you just learned. 5 and 17, please. Your Ukanai, listen.
But Yahushua answered them, Abi worketh hitherto, and I work.
Here they wrote, Yahushua answered them, Abi, which would be, if you just say Abi, would be my father, carries out his
Action.
even unto when?
Now.
And what did he just tell us? Meaning this was occurring at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
You see when you look up words that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to get to. Where we simultaneously work. That's a form of harmony. See, when we sit down and look at stuff now and break it down, did this help y'all to understand where we got to be? A lot of times we can't understand. I mean, I read the book and, you know, he working for people and he did this for people and then I can't get it to do for me and I can't get it to work for me. Have we ever thought about probably because we out of sync? So that's why it's important he give you time periods. Like these 3 times I'm gonna meet you. These 6 days I'm gonna give you this 7, I want you here. Because now we're working simultaneously. We're observing doing the same thing, so you should get some of the same functionalities. But you don't because we're out of sync. We're not where we need to be. That's why the communication ain't there. You can ask for something, I ain't gonna do it because we're out of sync. That's my wife pissed me off and said, can I get some money? Bishop Bowiggins. My name, Bishop Bowiggins. First church, nothing but the truth. Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell no. How many husbands like that? How many of y'all, you pissed off, mad, it don't matter. Whatever she wants, she still can get it. Because you know what you look at? Right now, we ain't in sync. I feel like you out of protocol. You broke protocol. So I ain't looking to give you nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? So now let's take this now. Where you think you're at with Yahuah? You broke protocol, y'all not in harmony. Where's this action of do for me, give me, let me have? Baraka me. I need you. You should have thought about that. My wife said, I really need that. I said, hell, you should have thought about that before you open your mouth or before you cut. Whatever it was, you just use it for the instant. Whatever it was, all you looking at, you should have thought about that before then. That's right. If I need something, I would have never done that and then tried to ask for it. Now, that's corner. He only let that happen so Tony Smith will realize, how about when you ask me for something if I don't respond? Right. How about if I don't give it? And it's because of an action you took that you should have thought about before you did it. You see that? Sometimes we have these marital spouse we have, and we in charge, we the man, and we put our foot down, and we angry because of, and I tell you the same thing over and over. How many men here had to tell you why you? I tell you the same thing over and over again. So it's 3 of us. That's good. Appreciate the rest of them. And you still do it. Know what I'm saying? So now think about this. Let's flip it. Yahuah tell the same thing over and over again, we still do it. And we need him to tell us he pissed with us. Especially for the men. Do we need him to tell us he pissed with us? No. That he tells the same thing over and over and we keep doing it again. And we'll tell our wife, you already should have known that. How long you been with me? How many men say something like that, similar, feel like that? I shouldn't have. How many of y'all feel like, I should have, let me say, you mad? You like, seriously? None of my action didn't show you? How many men have looked at that? Can't believe they can't believe you, man. You like, seriously, you should have known that. Okay, how about this for how we don't know Yahuah angry with us? I'm talking to the men. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times we put a lot of stuff out, but we don't consider. He shows up through our own actions. You hold things and you're angry because of what? So am I. You out of sync with me. Man, you don't have harmony. See, when we start to think about things from a natural sense, it makes sense because our relationship with him is similar to a marriage. Shaul told us in the 5th chapter. We talk about the wife, which is the Shah, and the Ish, the man, the husband. He started telling you this is a great mystery, a hidden truth. But he said, what was he talking about? He said, talking about the Mashiach and the Adah. He did. He said, this is a hidden truth. People don't even know this. The whole thing is about a man and a rebellious wife. That's what the whole story about. There's a story about a man that had a son that just kept going after other stuff. No matter how much he reared him and brought him up. So you kept changing. Watch the attributes. So what did he keep telling you? He kept calling, saying, my son. But his son kept, how many of y'all were told your parents were strict about you with kids they felt like were bad, didn't want you around them? That's amazing because Yahuah would tell you about folk that he saw already. You think your parent prejudge people, they don't know them, and they just come up with somebody. Yahuah trying to tell you, and that was our forefathers. That was they dumb ass. He prejudging people he don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with these people, and then you wind up getting in world trouble with them. The story is about that too, about a man and his son, his son wouldn't listen. His son went out with these people, and he got himself into trouble. That's it. Son stayed in jail. One time went to jail for 430 years. Went to jail for 40 years. Went to jail for 15 years. Extensive criminal record. You see that? See, that's how you have to look at the story. That's what it's about. So he kept showing you all these different traits. And a lot of us, we'll have sons, and we'll have daughters. You know what? The same thing happened. He told you about this boss, how she went out, and guess what? They raped her. Went out with him, she had to go out and see him. For all the rest of them, she got raped. Got out there and got herself fooled, got messed up. He said, that's you. That's you. You get fooled by everybody you see. You got to go and see. I tell you all the time, I done seen enough stuff. I don't have time. I ain't interested in it. I ain't interested. I just don't. We went out to eat Sunday, and somebody said, we go out to Lennon Mall. I said, no, I'm not going to Lennon's Mall. I told him real. I said, no, I'm not going to Lennon's Mall. Not interested. Later on, a little bit later, somebody got shot right there. I said, I don't go everywhere. I ain't interested. I ain't interested everywhere. I vibe. I survive by vibing. You got to pick up stuff quick. And you just got to take a chance. You take a chance out of him. Yeah. They ain't saying couldn't have got shot nowhere else, but I damn sure wasn't getting shot on Lennox Mall. Ain't shit out there anyway. Waste of damn time. Hell, you need valet parking them out. Carry your ass in there and get your shit and come on out. You better park your car, park your shit and get on back out here and get gone. Who the hell standing around valet parking watch car? I see folks there, get your ass out the way. You either go in the mall or get your car and get off the property. Folks out here flouncing and flexing. Hey, and most of the folks out there flouncing and flexing ain't got shit. These three celebrities, everybody else broke ass. One out here hoeing things, somebody gonna pick her broke, tired ass up. I don't want you to get your hell, he gay anyway. There ain't no gun where mother ain't nothing but gay ass anyway. Yeah. Y'all gonna take all that friend gonna run a train on you, he ain't gonna be on the train. His ass still standing at the station. I done ran through your ass. I done walk out here, the old pocketbook ain't got shit in it. Bunch of tissue and paper. Take that pocketbook and chunk that shit in the garbage. I was a pocketbook snap. I snapped that pocket, you ain't got a file, come and whoop your ass and give you $20. Whoop your ass for making me waste my time running down the damn street sweating and shit. Whoop your monkey ass and give you $20. And next time you won't carry that damn pocketbook out there. I'm flouncing your ass. These folks don't be knowing I had a damn Louis Vuitton. What the hell you think you saying? Selling a damn $1,600 purse with your $2 ass. That's right. They ain't got shit to put in it. Bunch of little fake ass cards you get in the mail. Man ain't gonna look at that shit, man. This ain't no credit card. This that little mail shit. It's gonna be bad than criminal pull his shit out. So I got him right here. I can't show you my real name. You don't call the police later. And an ass whipping come with this. Man, I better get y'all a regular old person, sit your ass down. You want a little 9-way pocketbook and sit your ass down. 9-way gonna have more in the damn purse you got on your ass. That's right. I be messing with that. Folk got real money, don't be walking around with that shit. Them folk be doing that shit, they celebrity. Them folk got all kind of money. Them folks ain't spending no damn $10,000 off of no damn purse, they ain't got no money. Folks, they get that shit, they advertising. Yeah. They getting paid like Will Smith, little gay ass boy. Yeah. That's right. You walk around that park with that gay ass boy advertising anyway. That tight done got hit. Damn pocketbook sitting up in the car, can't even carry it out nowhere. Got to water the damn thing. Grease in order. Take that shit and chunk it in the trash. Get you a regular purse you can put you do better one of them damn Kroger bags. Slip your arm in that shit. At least you carry some groceries. I'll respect hell out you then. Yeah, right. Walking out here, you got some good Bra ice cream in there or something like that. Get them right chip. Shit, I'll be watching your ass then. I said, I like that purse. That's nice. And all right, we old crazy shit, man, please. And what them ugly ass shoes? What are the prodigal shoes? Ain't that the name of that boy that ran off from his parents? I wouldn't pay that. What is that? Hey, is that the one, what that boy, Canal West boy made them shoes? What's his name? Same shit. Man, his shoes ain't worth a damn. Man, them shoes, let me tell you something, man. Them shoes need to come with a damn bib to put around your neck. He crazy as hell. And folks don't realize, first of all, the man made the shoes crazy as hell. Man, I'm telling you, a lot of stuff about white people do. Man, let me tell you something. I came along, I bought Jordan shoes, because Jordan could shoot ball, Jordan was making money, he had ring. I'm not finna buy no damn shoe for no damn retard. Hell, I look walking around with a Rain Man damn jumpsuit on. Well, that shit, Walmart. I ain't wearing that shit, man. I don't wear no shit like that, man. You gotta do something impressive. I bought that Lamar Ball month shoe. I want my damn money back too. I got them shoes now. I walk there, I see a little bit of that cake. I'm like, man, I'll whoop his ass. I see that man. Damn thing sitting there holding no space in it. I got the shit still in the bag. Man, this here, I ain't plug them up. Damn if I'm gonna put a light on them. I leave them damn shoes in the dark. Got a light you plug. What the hell I'm plugging them shoes? Your ass need to plug up and do something. Ain't dead worth a damn. Well, what wrong with these boys come out? Lee, I didn't encourage the man just kept putting out. They didn't be saying that. I'm a protocol for what happened. I'll be a proponent for these folks. Just don't mess up. Just don't mess up. I spent my damn money. Get out there and doing that right. Me and him lost harmony. He was out of sync. That's all it was. He got out of harmony. I'd be like, damn them then. They done messed up my damn money. But anyway, that's our goal, to try to get back in harmony. Y'all start going by these folk high ass shit, get you some little regular. Go get your ass some Bruce Jenners. Anybody gonna kick your ass, you got no Bruce Jenner. I'm talking there's some peaceful shoes though. Not the real Bruce Jenner. That's before he turned to damn Caitlyn. Bruce the man. Don't go get no damn Caitlyn now. Get the Bruce, go get your ass some Wheaties. Go get your body. Anybody gonna whoop your ass for no Wheaties? You can't get shit to homely people. That's what you want, stuff to keep trouble off for you. Folks let you live. I'm be honest now, everybody living when y'all out here. Man, these folks on the take out here, you can't be flaunting all that shit, you ain't got nothing. Grinning, looking all through your damn mouth, they can see if you don't have your tongue and your wisdom teeth out. Call that damn smiling on the street. Hell, you so happy for Corona still out here. Shit, I ain't even got my income tax. I ain't got a damn thing to be laughing about. How many of y'all still with y'all income tax? I got some damn, I'm like, shit, I got some errands to run. I need that check. Damn, I need that check too. You walk in that mailbox, man, you look the shit up. I know I shouldn't do it. I just drop my head down and look way back up in that damn thing. You trying to see, man, that shit done stuck up in the bed. That's when you desperate, man. You probably, you just looking, go out, shit. You drop that thing all the way down, you just lean down that shit, just lean your head over and look. Damn. Hoping maybe just some kind of way, maybe I stuck the shit down too far in my mail, and it just messed up in there. You just need to reach in there and get it. When you see the back of that damn mail, boy, that thing hurt, boy. Then you just close and look around, make sure everybody else looking. Walk on off. They ain't hurt you now. Trying to tell you. But anyway, I'm getting ready to let y'all go. But are y'all getting an understanding about what we need to be? That's true. I mean that. That's true. You're gonna that jumped up now. My grandkid, all of them need a job. All right, appreciate. Let's see who appreciate our opportunity. Y'all, please make sure you work on, make sure you're getting it right.